Okay, I've been thinking about this, like not a lot, but like more than one should. What's up with Tom Cruise?
What do you mean, like
How so?
What is his fucking deal? How even old is the guy? Like
We don't know.
Older than
Has he been up to anything recently? What's he been up to?
fucking Mission Impossible 7, The Final Reckoning.
I love the Mission
And
Impossible.
he's standing on top of buildings, just doing shit as like
He's
promotion.
62.
He's being flown around.
He's 62.
I'm pretty sure he jumps from a really fucking tall building in this next movie. I'm pretty sure in the last one, he jumped off a plane.
Does Scientology have universal healthcare? If so, I'm joining.
I think he's like, whatever they're striving for, whoever their savior is, I think they're already ignoring the man in front of them.
He's just like waiting for
We
them
all
to
are.
notice. Like, it's taking them a long time. I guess I'll go do a backflip in a movie.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, I've started I've started watching the Mission Impossible movies for the first time. I've gotten 1 through 3 down. And like, I don't know, they're neat, but Tom Cruise is just so like his own being, and they're so clearly just him doing shit he wants to do on screen.
Yeah, you're right. He's the first YouTuber.
Yeah, except he has a gajillion dollars.
Yeah.
And all of his screens are bigger than Mr. Beast's.
There you go, insulting Mr.
His
Beast.
full name is Thomas Cruise Mapother the Fourth.
There's 4 before. Oh no. We have to worry about.
Did he name his? Please tell me he named one of his kids.
You gotta
That's
pass.
a name you have to pass on.
Yeah.
You need a
another
5th. Unless
You
like
do the
maybe
backflip
that's in
off
the
the freight
contract.
train.
Is he gets
He's
the
the
power
last
'cause-
one.
Yeah.
I will
got
be
3
the
kids.
final one to bear this name.
Well, no, it's like he sacrificed it for power. This is the peak of his family's bloodline. He's giving it all up for here. It's Macbeth.
Every kid has.
It's a Macbeth.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he holds the power now, and it curses his family for generations.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Tom Cruise a lot. It's kind of as far as that goes.
He's just kind of a
But like a
ridiculous
healthy-
human being. As a general.
We'll leave it at a not unhealthy amount. It is yet to get unhealthy.
Just don't
Just
start
crossing
converting to
your-
Scientology. Just,
Oh, no intent. Fully like the same way someone is fascinated by a frog in a jar. I'm not gonna join it.
How did we connect Scientology and Tom Cruise? I'm still a little confused on how those ended up in the same
Tom Cruise
conversation.
is a Scientologist.
Really?
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, it's like a really well-known
He's like
fact
very
about him.
famously Scientologist.
He's one of their most.
What
He's
is
like,
Scientology?
oh,
It's a
that's a whole
religion.
can of worms. It's
Think of-
a.
We need a
People
YouTuber.
dislike it because it's the same as Mormonism in that they excommunicate you if you're in and then out again. So
Yeah, but also they
It's
all
just
live
very
in a
cultish.
Yeah,
Can a man have a crisis of faith?
Scientology advocacy.
It's very cultish. I'd
Cruise
say it's
was
the most. I'd say
converted
it's
to-
the biggest cult.
and you also have to pay your way in. So it's a little
Yeah.
bit worse than Mormonism.
You pay your way in. They disconnect you from your family and friends. They just kind of keep you in there, dedicated. And they have a lot of money and connections, so they get to do a lot of advertising. And there's a surprisingly powerful amount. There's a surprising amount of powerful Scientologists, a la Tom Cruise.
Wow. What is
He
this?
keeps making movies. I don't care.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like he gets away with it,
Yeah,
scot free. Have you seen that man run?
I'm there every time, 7 times in a row, making a day.
Oh.
Wow. What is this?
Ethan, you've got 1 minute till the bomb blows.
It will be the longest minute of all of our lives, Ethan.
This message
I
was
want to
self-destructed.
hold
5
up a
seconds.
timer. I want to hold up a timer to all those times in movies. They say, "Oh, you've got a minute," and see if they actually cut it like that.
Surprisingly not.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think they
it's
pretty much
surprising.
ever
That's
do.
surprisingly
Breaking
quote,
Bad's known
unquote.
for that, though.
Really?
They would
Bad
actually
has,
cut
like-
it, correct?
Yeah, there are like
Oh my god.
there's multiple instances throughout the show where like not even during major moments, just an amount of time is stated, and that amount of time does fully happen.
Oh yes.
There's a
Thank
very
you,
famous
Breaking Bad.
scene in an episode called 1 Minute, where someone gets a minute, gets a warning, like they get a phone call
Oh.
saying you will be attacked in 1 minute, and there is in fact a full entire minute of that character like freaking out, getting ready to get attacked, before then they are attacked.
But it feels short because it's Breaking Bad and everything is long.
Yeah, but it is
You're like,
the scene is a
"Whoa."
whole minute.
They were quicker than a minute. No.
Holy shit, that was awesome.
Everything in okay, that did explain. Do you think the length in Breaking Bad is a result of the fact that it's TV and it just kind of works well to pad that time by adding suspense, or because the guy actually wanted it to be that long?
He actually wanted it to be that long.
Oh,
Vince Gilligan as a director, and also just a lot of the showrunners in Breaking Bad do care about that timing thing. Makes it feel realistic, is what they've said.
Yeah. I think I agree with that for the most part. I think that it is long just by byproduct of being on TV, but it definitely is artistic.
Yeah.
yeah, they make good use of the space. I'm just like, man, I wish TV wasn't so long.
Oh, just wait until you see The Fly.
Mm-hmm.
The Fly.
It's an episode about Walter White trying to kill a fly.
Yeah, it's a very infamous episode
No.
that takes place entirely in one room, and everyone thinks is really fucking long, because it's pretty much just a dialogue.
30 minutes. Wow.
Like with
Still a good
narrative
episode, but-
purpose or what?
So, so like outside of the TV show, the reason the episode exists is because they went over budget, and so they had to film. They were told by production that they had to do a low budget episode with like a total of 2 cast members and a room. So it was
Yeah, I
the
don't
episode
do
is
that
made from the ground up to save money, and it is Walter White stuck in his laboratory, becoming obsessed with a single fly, trying to kill it.
Wow. All right. Cool.
It's a very interesting episode.
I mean, props to them for trying to do something at least a little bit creative with a low budget, I suppose.
Yeah. But speaking of creativity on a low budget,
Talk about no budget.
Talk about no budget. Talk about investing more money than you're getting out.
I'm investing my time. I don't know about my money.
Well, do you have like a paid Roll20 or like map creator?
Maybe the map creator. I feel like I haven't paid it in forever, but I still have everything, so I'm gonna pretend that I have been paying it and not
If
think
they're
about
watching,
it.
we definitely have been paying.
I don't think Incarnate's watching somehow, but if they are, you guys make a good software, so big props to you.
sponsorship, eyebrows
Paid
raised.
sponsors. There we go.
Sponsor,
Not
come on,
sponsored,
hit
but-
us up. Hit us up.
I do have an email.
I'm not sponsored, but if I were to be, I would say all of the things I'm saying now and more.
You know my picks. Publix first and foremost, baby.
Get us that.
You can't access this because you're in California, but
We'll get on their
Come back.
radar one day.
What do Publix and D&D have to do with each other? Absolutely nothing, but here we are.
Building
We'll make a
community.
Publix-
I would absolutely
Publix
put a
one
Publix
shot.
in this fantasy world if I got the sponsorship.
Capitalism in our case.
Just like a full modern
Look at you,
supermarket in a D&D setting. Actually, didn't they do that in Eminence and Shadow?
Yes.
There's a couple famous
But it wasn't a
campaigns that have done that.
Publix.
It wasn't a Publix. It was more like a luxury brand store, but it was still like a full.
It was more like a Target.
Yeah, like a department store, I guess. Yeah.
It was a department store. Perfect.
the first in the fantasy world.
First I've ever seen.
Now, this is
But-
the trope I want to see. Yeah.
But-
Please go.
Shall I get us? Shall I get things rolling?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. Okay, so, all I really have is stream schedule at this point. I don't think I have any other huge announcements. Actually, I've got like one maybe extra thing to say. First and foremost, the next time you will see me after tonight is probably Thursday for Celeste. There is a Magdalena Bay concert tomorrow night that I'm gonna try my best to go to. So I will not be streaming tomorrow night. I'm not planning on streaming tomorrow night in anticipation of that. So yeah, Celeste will be the next time you hear from me on Thursday. We will have an In Stars and Time stream on Friday. I've consulted with CD. It looks like we're probably only like 2 more streams of that before we reach the end of the game. So it kind of snuck up on me, honestly. It feels like spent so long in Act 3, and then once the momentum got built up, the ending kind of came faster than unexpected. But yeah, that's on the books for Friday. Still, I've got a couple ideas, but I'm still somewhat debating what to start after that. And then on Sunday, we should be doing the Persona stream. Apologies for having to skip this past weekend. We should be back to regular schedule with that starting this upcoming weekend. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about everything I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and hand things off to our DM Hilak to get us started for the evening.
What's up, guys? What's going on? Well, last we left off. I wasn't. It was rhetorical.
Rhetorical question.
Just pretend it's a secret. Use your imagination. But no, unfortunately, fortunately. I meant to say fortunately.
Yeah, fortunate. Wait a minute.
Fortunately, I've never tasted nicotine, and I don't intend to. And you shouldn't either, you watching at home. But where last we left off, each of the members of the Empire's gang. Nope. Still don't have a name for this group. Keep forgetting about that. We don't have a name.
You're right. Oh my god, we gotta come up with something.
The gang, the boys, they had just gotten back from the fire plane, probably distraught about the whole situation, and were informed by Hilda that they had unfortunately failed, with the stipulation that if they were to retrieve the sword, Moroya, back from the people who stole it, that they may be eligible for promotion again. But all said and done, the group, not realizing that they had ran out of time to get back with the Bai Jace, were ushered along quickly by Pathakia, Shona in tow this time, despite the fact that they didn't come to the first one, so you're not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, you guys are all ushered down, take your blindfolds off, and then slowly after that, the members of the Bai Jace begin to filter in. Right then, I believe we are all in attendance. Now, where were you all?
Wait.
Well, I wasn't asking all the other members of the council.
Well, you see, it was our intention to take a guild promotion test to further shore up our alternate identities, but ultimately the test ended up having some complications and taking a bit longer than we anticipated. We do apologize for our tardiness.
I see. Prince, roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion, alright.
Yeah, I think you can say tardy within like 3 hours.
Oh fuck yes.
You know?
Oh fuck yes. That's gonna be a 26.
Nepotism buff.
Got that nepotism buff. Though, to be fair, we're not trying to convince Patha here. We're trying to convince the Bai Jace.
No, but like you are Patha's.
Time you're gonna slip up and call him Papa.
Legal child. Patha's your papa, and everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, fine.
Papa Kiat. Is that what you used to call? I'm gonna save that one actually and ask it in character, Sean.
I understand that your engagement in maintaining a public persona must be very time-consuming. That said, I would ask for your consideration in matters like this.
Of course, of course.
Even the finest soldier is nothing but a dullard if he can't deliver on his promises.
Oh, you got called a dullard.
This was a minor slip-up on my part. I hope you'll forgive me this time around. It won't happen again.
I see. In that case, let's move on. The fact of the matter is that this was a time-sensitive matter. Erlo Zekuto is only going to be gone for the remainder of the day, and as such, you will need to move quickly. Am I understood?
Yes.
Very well.
I have one question.
Yes. Speak, Shona.
It might be many. I wasn't here last. What are we doing?
I'm aware. The details of the mission were kept on the down low in the beginning. Dr. Cheeks, could you slide out the plans? Yes, sir. He pulls out a scroll and begins reading through it. Erlo Zekuto is a very... well, he's a very notable paranoiac. He keeps documents for his uncle, the Minister of Defense of the Arialdan Empire, Erlo Zekuto. He passes them along after they've received the proper clearance. So, in short, he acts kind of like a messenger. As of right now, he has taken a brief stint to head to Fort Helbrua, and, well, we're not quite sure yet, but it's unimportant. What is important is that we need 2 documents. Well, actually, we only need 1, but the second is contingent on other happenings.
What are the happenings?
Well, before we begin, I must assure you that this is of the utmost importance. We want you to get into his manor, steal the document, and get out. Along the way, if you are caught, any witnesses are to be executed post-haste. In the event that you are caught and witnesses do manage to slip away, there is another document detailing a preliminary investigation into the Bai Jace that we would like you to recover. If you aren't discovered, then obviously the need to remove that document is diminished.
Understood.
Shona raises her hand.
Yes, Shona.
Is this like a bad guy? Like he's working for the government? Is he like embezzling funds?
If such a thing is the case, it is not the reason we are assigning you to this mission. Are you familiar with our plan, Shona?
No.
We of the Bai Jace, spelled B-I-G-A-S-S, are charged with creating and or funding a counter-movement to the Empire's currently neutral procedures on Deabrura. As such, we need various different documents, various different people, funds mainly, but intelligence also goes a long way. Intelligence that we can take from the local government. Intelligence that we can make use of.
So you're like a cool little revolution, but not against the Empire, but the other Empire who's attacking the Empire.
Rox is gonna raise his hand.
Yes, Rox.
What was the document we have to find if we get caught again?
I hadn't gotten to that.
Got it. I can wait.
Patha, I assumed that Shona would be instructed of the nature of our dealings, given that she'd be brought here. Yes, she is just a little forgetful. I can assure you that she was debriefed on her way here. And the level of secrecy was made clear to her.
Oh. See, you made it sound so secret. I just thought forgetting would be easier.
That is a good mindset, surprisingly, but please do try to keep on hold on valuable information.
Okay.
In any case, the document we desire is a order to rescind all Arialdan military for re-outfitting and reorganization. It came suddenly, and we're not quite sure as to why it is being decreed. Yep.
Trying to gear him or like trying to stop him? What's going on?
We don't know, but this kind of shift in the political climate, it could be disastrous. We're talking about taking all Arialdan troops back from the borders, back from the forts, and having them be reassigned and re-outfitted. That kind of gap leaves far too much time for the Empire to slip.
Yeah.
Spooky. So we get this document and maybe another one in case we're, you know, a little slippy.
Yes. That is
Okay.
the mission. As I said, be done before midnight. You'll have
Should we
11
wear-
hours and 30 minutes in that case, I believe. So, should be plenty of time still.
Should we wear gloves and hats?
Yes.
I would recommend concealing your identity as best you can. The manor of Erlo Zekuto, as one of the members of, or I suppose interrelated parties of Arialdan nobility, is St. Arius Ward. It'll be impossible for the layman to get in under normal circumstances, as, after all, it is right next to Castle Montano, where the Emperor lives.
Wow.
So, to reiterate, I suppose, you will be heading into St. Arius Ward. Sneaking into St. Arius Ward, I suppose. How you do that is up to you, but once you're there, you are going to head to Erlo Zekuto's mansion. You are going to break in, unseen preferably, and steal these documents from wherever he keeps them. Our hypothesis is that it's his personal study, however, there is also the possibility that he keeps it in his bedroom or other personal locations.
In his study, bedroom, bathroom, in that order.
I would check whatever you feel is necessary if you do not find them.
Okay.
I believe you're forgetting something, Dr. Cheeks. Am I? Yes, please, pinch it off if you don't mind. I'm sorry, I feel like I went through everything. What is most important about these documents is the fact that Erlo Zekuto is, as I said, a local paranoiac. Very renownedly. There is a chance that whatever documents you find may be fake, forged, or otherwise misplaced. So, if the document does not have at least 3 seals on it, it isn't exactly 3 seals on it, sorry. That was very important, actually. It has to have exactly 3 seals on it. One from the Emperor, one from the mailing office, and one from Erlo Zekuto himself. If it doesn't have them, then it is not an original.
I see.
Mailing office. And what was that third one?
Erlo Zekuto himself. It will be the Minister of Defense.
Should we check those? Like, could a couple of them wrong? Like,
Say again.
should we check the stamps and make sure they're correct?
Well, we don't have it yet.
Unfortunately, that
but
will
we-
be difficult. We have some documents we can compare them to from the mailing office at the very least, but Erlo Zekuto's seal is only on official documents that are to be handed to the Emperor, so that orders can be decreed. And, well, the Emperor's seal
Alright.
is public at the very least, so here, we'll give you the ones we have. How about that? You see he hands them along.
Okay. Okay. Who has
All
better
right.
memory than me?
Rox
Yeah,
has like a tongue
it's-
out and he's tapping his forehead with a pencil. He's trying to really
Um,
seal it in there.
Trinal
You can
hand in
keep
hand.
that. We don't need it back. It's an artistic rendition. It's not the actual seals. We don't have those. They come from a ring.
Wow. Very beautiful then. Good job to the artist.
Yes, imagine that they're very artisanal and magnificent.
And so we're supposed to steal it unless we get caught, and then we're supposed to destroy it. But so kill anyone who catches us. But if shit gets too out in the open and we're like caught red-handed, just destroy it. Am I getting that right?
Get the original document. If you're spotted and can't kill any witnesses, get the other document and bring it back
Don't
to us.
destroy
Shit,
anything.
what's the other document?
The other document
Preliminary
was
investigation of the BigAss.
Oh, okay, shit. Oh,
But you don't want it unless we get caught. Or you do want it if there's time.
What?
I think we're good.
Hold on.
Very well.
I believe Shona is asking if it would be preferable to you for us to get the second document anyway if the opportunity presents itself, or if not being seen at all makes you uninterested entirely.
Keep the document. I am making the executive decision here and now that it is better to keep some level of secrecy amongst the byjays. However, it is important that the organization does not completely disappear from the public eye.
I see.
Okay.
Or better yet, the investigation disproves the existence of the byjays.
Ah, very clever. Quite intelligent you are.
Thank you, Shona. The compliment is greatly appreciated.
Okay. Kyle, are you getting this?
All I know, you guys, is that the Gyatso of the BigAss is telling us to perform a duty, and they're plopping documents in our hands, and
Okay, tell you what. We'll deal with the hot, steamy mess, and you can keep lookout and use sending the whole time.
okay.
Also,
Hi,
yes.
Captain.
Dean, Bumper, you are truly the best among your group.
Thank you.
Bumper, go Bumper! 3 cheers for Bumper. Shona's gonna put her hand in like it's
I have to thank people on Bumper's behalf, but it is Bumper being thankful. I'm merely a conduit.
I'm merely the host for Bumper, the infection.
Merely a No, I
A
believe
clear conduit at that. What were you saying, Prince?
It's nothing important.
All right. In that case, this meeting is adjourned. I wish you best of luck.
Midnight.
Oh, you're doing it now.
I know.
Before
You should also
midnight.
know that it's not midnight.
I want to go. Like, come on. That's my way of saying let's get this party started. How do we leave? Where's the door?
Arthur, take them back with you. Yes, of course. Blindfolds back on.
Okay. So we gotta rob a thing. We gotta break into an area, and then break into a house. And then inside that house is 2 documents. And one of them, we gotta grab.
Okay.
The other one, we gotta hope to never need to care about.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Partha, do you have any hats that we can cut eye holes into?
I'm sure I have some hats lying around somewhere. Yes, I could take a look. Sure.
You're not attached to them, right? Because, scissors.
Thankfully, in my old age, I haven't lost any of my hair yet, so for the time being. But if I need them back at some point, I'd actually prefer you didn't, tear them to shreds.
Well, I got it. I need.
He comes out with a sombrero, a pork pie hat, a top hat, a baseball hat.
No one wants the baseball hat.
That weird thing Brendan has in Pokemon.
Brendan from Pokemon, the beanie.
A weird beanie that looks like it might be his hair.
I've never heard someone call him by his fucking white boy name.
Yeah, I guess you could call him Ruby.
Yeah.
Fern.
Damn.
His
Rocks
white
kind of go
boy.
hard in that.
Yeah, give it a Rocks. Where's Rocks? We need to put him down.
No, Rox is wearing the top hat.
You're saying we need to put him down?
I actually
wait, no.
think the top hat might be better for Prince in this case. I was thinking we need to conceal the horns mostly.
Oh yeah. Top hat for Prince.
Sombrero.
Kyle has to wear the
Sombrero.
yeah. Kyle needs the sombrero.
Dude, hazmat suit, big ass cape, and a sombrero.
This fit keeps getting weirder.
He's gonna keep wearing it too.
Awesome. What
Do you
the
have any
fuck?
scarves?
I'm afraid no scarves.
Is there a scarf shop in town?
My neck gets warm. Yeah, probably.
My neck gets warm.
Everybody, we go to accessorize, and then we go to thief.
Okay, but we have 1 hour to accessorize.
I got a question for
Yes.
you real quick, Marok, because Prince has something called a disguise kit, and I don't exactly know how it works, but I really
It's
wanted
just
to put it to
mustache.
use for a while.
It's like a makeup kit.
Okay.
Or like one of
Oh.
those really complicated movie production makeup kits. You can mold on like some plastic and shit onto yourself if need be, but like overall it depends on your ability to actually put it to use. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it actually would be a good idea if we split up and have Shona go buy like, I don't know,
Accessories.
balaclavas and heisting, just like dark clothes. And then Rox and Prince can go scope out the area and start getting like an actual plan of attack.
Yeah.
And also, I did mean it. I'm sorry, Precy. Kyle is unironically the best possible lookout we have, just because he has sending.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that.
Wait.
Also, I want to
maybe.
bring this up real quick, Rox. I believe Bumper is the alias you used in front of the bike chase last time.
Oh.
That's why they were
Wow.
calling you Bumper.
Now they think you're
Whoops.
possessed by a
Um,
ghost.
I am but a
Rox
conduit.
still said thing. I did not say that out loud of being a conduit.
God damn it. It's Ratatouille all over again.
Oh my god, you're right!
Bumper is in control.
Wait, what am I sending?
Just in general, I mean, just like because you have sending, you can keep lookout and like just tell us through 10 feet of concrete that we're fucked.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing right now though. Save them spell slots.
Yeah. Maybe we should check on Behos?
We don't got time for that,
Oh, yeah.
honestly. And also, I think
No, do
canonically
it.
we talked to him an hour ago.
Yeah,
Did we
right, you're right.
actually?
I know it's been like a week for us, but let's let the guy have a rest.
Hey man, how you doing? Just checking in.
Still
It's
good?
been 30 minutes.
You dead yet?
I just want to know if you're okay. Are you eating well?
Have you been
What are they
betrayed
feeding you
yet?
down there?
Do you feel like it?
Partha,
I
I don't suppose you've kept around any of my formal attire.
I should still have some tucked away somewhere.
Oh, would you mind
don't like a prize.
retrieving it or at least showing me where it is? It might be advantageous to scope out the
He
area
walks into
first.
the room where Getson only sits, and you see as he goes underneath the desk and pulls out a large trunk and drops it at your feet.
Much obliged. Prince
Books.
starts rummaging around, and I'm gonna hope you'll let me just grab like a more like a fancy like sort of get up.
Yeah.
I'm imagining
It's not gonna
like
stop you.
I'm imagining like well, I hope like just from a story perspective you'll let me just have extra clothes in Prince's size that would work for this.
It's your formal wear. This is your stuff.
I know.
Last time you didn't have me laugh, and now I'll ask
Prince.
every time.
rom-com closet montage.
All right. Prince Prince sort of
Oh,
fits them.
look.
Prince sort of fits
It's your
themselves.
dancewear.
Wait, what did you say?
That dress used to fit you so well.
This time Prince is gonna more like a sort of like a more masculine formal attire. So like a vest.
Poor Beos. Look at this dress you used to wear. Isn't it great, Prince? Pulls on like a biker vest. Yeah, Dad.
No, that's not at all what I'm doing. Just like a formal vest, like sort of like a. I don't know if y'all have seen that before. Like it's not like a full tux, but it's like a very like dressy formal like vest kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Like-
underwear.
Slacks, vest, white shirt underneath, that kind of thing.
Currently fully picturing what Sabrina Carpenter wore at the Met Gala, but with like an actual pair of pants. I know that's not at all, but
Tuxedo mask.
it's also a good one.
I mean, you already got the top hat, and now the formal wear.
Oh, I see what you mean.
All right, top hat on, formal wear on. Prince is ready to make their way to the
Guys, do you have any money? I think all mine is tied up in Corcon, and I want to buy a scarf. We have group funds.
You don't have any money?
I have 162 Kaloa.
I think that's enough for a scarf.
Is it?
But
It is.
tell you
Coda
what,
has been
Rock,
living the hermit life. She has no idea.
luckily anything not combat related is generally cheap. It's just, anti-death is expensive. If you give Rox puppy eyes hard enough, he'll give you 400 Kaloas as allowance.
Shona's not even gonna try. Actually, you know what? It'd be funny. Rox, please, I swear I won't lose it.
Stick your hand out.
Shona will.
Rox is gonna pull out 4 gold coins. Bing, bing.
I never had this much money in one place.
You have 3 million. You are the richest
In
party
one-
member.
In one place, Rox. In one place.
Shona's got a line of credit.
Yeah. Shona's got a pretty dang good credit card. Does anyone else need anything? Pathakea, do you need milk, eggs, bread?
I don't need you to do my grocery shopping for me, but thank you for the offer, I think.
What if... Never mind. Alright, you guys, outfits, checks?
I guess with the disguise, is that enough with the disguise kit combined?
Prince
feel
is
like
probably
we're just-
good.
Prince.
Yeah,
Like,
something
just
arrow.
assume
So
Prince
he's
is
more visible
Prince
than
is
that.
like fully dressed up like a noble right now. That's the idea.
Cool.
All right, so what's Rox doing? Anything?
I think Rox is going to be scoping out. I don't know.
All right.
Like, y'all, I'm putting it in
Rox is
Leo's.
unmotivated by this. This is another person's quest stacked onto the party rather than the party's quest.
All right, I've put Prink's fit in Leo's den if y'all want to see. Like, just that with like some black slacks and a top hat. Just imagine that.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I can't see it actually. I should say that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Whiskers is happy to be here.
I am happy
Rox
to
is
be
going to
here.
be wearing a hat. And he'll probably have he'll definitely just put on a bandana once we're actually breaking in, but he's not going to put effort into a disguise. If he's seen, then we're already fucked, you know?
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Alright, Kyle. You're coming with me because I have a bad sense of direction and you can haggle with him.
Sweet. Always down to meet Corcon.
Shoot.
You're not doing that right now.
Wait,
No.
we're not getting. I thought we were getting. I thought we were getting balaclavas or something.
Why are you going to Corcon for that?
Why are we not? You guys had everything.
Yes.
Is that
Ah,
like
yes, I have
Costco
some magic balaclavas.
This guy is a
Okay, fine, let's go
potion
to-
maker.
I've got
Let's
a
go to-
balaclava potion.
Balaclava potion.
It turns your skin into cloth.
Wait, did we get
God.
invisibility potions? I don't remember if I wrote that down.
You did.
I think you bought 3 or something like that.
Okay.
Stole.
All right.
Oh,
Well, let me see. I might have the amount written down somewhere. I shouldn't have
I
to.
have
but let's
I
see.
was keeping track of potions before that. And then
Yeah,
that-
3
it kind of
invisibility
fell apart.
potions.
Okay,
wow,
pretty
I
good
don't
way.
know why.
Thank you, Rox and Marak. All right, we go to find. Do we need to make an investigation check?
For a
See whether
scarf?
this
No.
takes.
You find a boutique, and like a scarf cost 5 Kaloas.
No way.
No.
If you want to haggle over this shit, if you want to burst into a clothing store, a mom and pop clothing store, the fucking tailor is probably like this old ass woman who's, like getting near retirement, and she just wants to spend more time with her family, so she's making sure she's got enough for her nest egg. and this fucker, and Kyle just kicks the door open and gets down like, 5 Kaloas? Pretty cheap material, huh? I'll take it for 1.
Can I roll
How about you pay me to
intimidation?
wear it?
Can I roll intimidation?
I broke down the door. I'm wearing a suit she's never seen. My face is perfectly black with a sombrero on and a cape. She definitely thinks she's getting robbed by a clown.
Jesus Christ.
No, the clown is dead. I thought he died.
The mafia clown.
That's a 19, so
Okay, yeah, she just holds her hands up, I guess.
okay, Shona, you grab
Yeah,
the scarf.
Is this something to be celebrated?
Shona, grab the scarf. Let's go. We got 5 minutes.
Okay, let's
Please,
not.
I don't
we're-
have much.
We're in town. We're known in town for being terrorists. Let's not actually be terrorists.
Shona's gonna check out the scarf like 5 Kaloas. She'll walk up to the lady. Can I pay 6 for it?
Please don't hurt me.
I'll
Jesus
check. I'll do
Christ.
7. All right.
Shona, this is
Shona will
not
drop
how you
7 down.
haggle.
I mean, it's a little bit. Like I'm moving the price around.
You are
Take
moving
what
the
you
I'm
want
gonna
to
walk
see.
over and find some gloves.
Say
How
what?
much for these? Gloves.
They're
Okay,
free,
so we don't need
please.
fingerprints.
I lean over the
much for the
counter and
gloves?
I say, I'm
Please,
just
I
kidding,
have a
lady.
husband and children.
I apologize and say it's all part of an act. I am learning. I do improv down the street.
That was pretty.
What'd you
that's
roll
pretty
again?
good.
You rolled a 19 plus what?
So, yeah, I got a 26.
Yeah, she seeing a moment of hesitation, she sprints out the back.
Oh no! How are we
Let's
gonna
just leave
pay
the
for
money
it?
on the counter.
Yeah, let's. Kylie wants
With a
gloves.
note, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll get
Oh.
gloves on top of my gloves, basically, yes.
Can I make an investigation check for quiet shoes? Sneakers, if
Quiet-
you will.
Sneakers, if
Well,
you...
I mean, there's nothing in here that's going to give you such a huge bonus that you get like an additive to your stealth. But you can look for some sneakers if you want.
Yeah,
For
I
some
wanna look
sweet
some-
Vans off the walls.
Damn.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Of all the
Jonas
checks
looking
to
at the crush
succeed.
right now.
Showing us
Show
how
us how to
to
find
find
some
Air
slacks.
Jordans.
Some Air Jordan.
God damn. Them fucking 800 V-Buck shoes.
She's got them chairs.
Alright, Shona's just gonna leave like 50 kilo on the counter.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I hope shoes are more expensive.
I say as we walk out, I'm gonna have to teach you how to haggle sometime from the best. I would have gotten those things for free.
Well, I got a warm feeling in my heart.
Alright, can we cut over to Prince and Rock's fucking...
Yeah.
stakeouting?
Shona and Kyle argue about whether going higher or lower is better. Top or bottom for the whole rest of the walk home.
Just because you're moving the price around, that's not the point.
But it moved! There was danger in that, Kyle. Danger.
Star Wars transition.
Yeah.
Alright,
Full on
Yeah.
screen wipe.
Prince Rocks. You
Cool.
guys begin heading up to St. Aria's ward. Is there anything special do you like to do as you... The Gokoya Watchtower is like easy to pass through. It just leads into another section of the strip. But then at the St. Aria's Watchtower, as you're walking through like the very nice, like I think Central Park, sort of like very heavily wooded to obscure the towering buildings. You do see like 4 or so guards stood at the foot of the tower.
Okay. And the tower is, which one? Just
St.
the St.
Arias.
Arias
St.
Watchtower?
Arias.
Okay. Making sure it wasn't a castle. I feel like Rox would immediately start taking mental notes of like where the guards are.
You're not wearing your disguises right now, right?
No, I'm wearing my
No, we're just
disguise.
kind of.
Okay, good.
I'm Prince is fully looking.
Rox he's probably got the hat on, but he doesn't have a mask on. He's not in his suit. He's just casually keeping an eye out. What? Rox is gonna look around for alternate entrances. Is there a sewer line that seems to connect under the watchtower? Is there a window on the side?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
This man has broken into buildings time and time again. He knows where to look. Let's see if he still has it in him. Investigation check. Would this count as sight-based? I guess it's too close up for the
Yeah, having a
eagle eye to
magnifying,
really count.
having a telescope right now wouldn't really help, unfortunately.
Damn.
Any chance?
Okay,
Oh, damn.
Rox is rusty. That is an 8.
Any chance what?
I was just gonna ask, any chance Prince knows what like the requirements to get into this ward are? Like, are they?
Yeah, Rox, looking around, you find maybe a few like sort of small cracks in the wall, but overall the place seems relatively well maintained. Prince, you know that to get through St. Aria's Watchtower, you need a insignia. Almost all of the ministers of the country, and more often than not, some of their friends and family carry some symbol of Arieldan nobility. Without that, you're SOL. You, by yourself, do actually have the capability to get through St. Aria's Watchtower. You have a very old necklace that Pathakiat gave you as, you know, being a member of the ministry, the minister of, I believe it was reparations. So you yourself could get in. However, the others would not be able to.
Okay.
Also of note that would... Actually, it wouldn't matter too much, but it would just leave note that you've been here.
Despite not living here.
Yeah.
It is. I'm debating whether or not it's worth to just brazenly walk in there and scope it out.
Probably not.
Prince, go ahead and make a perception check for me while you're at it.
No.
That's an perception check is an Exodus thing, I fear. Please. Oh, that's not going to be great, is it? Perception. I think it's going to be a 10. Oh.
You see Exodus. What a surprise. He's appeared somehow randomly between the trees. And he's staring right at you, almost as if Rox can't see him. Or
yeah,
something.
Rox is absolutely like looking. He's using his telescope goggles like way too close up, and he's just looking at cracks on the wall. It's like,
This stone is not good.
Yeah, he's gotten
All about
distracted.
in 10
He's
years'
using
time.
stone cunning, not investigation.
In any case, Prince, you do see Exodus.
That's unfortunate. I
He
feel
appears
like
to be
Exodus...
making himself known.
I was about to say, I feel like Exodus wasn't really trying. What would I have had to do to fail that check?
Dude, answers to questions you don't want to know.
I need a natural one.
I'm willing to bet you would just start feeling the spiders in your neck if you roll bad.
Prince sort of glances over at Exodus and glances back towards Rox real quick and like tries to shoot
How are
a
we gonna do
questioning
this?
look in Exodus's direction.
He motions you to come here.
Just a moment, Rox. I want to go take a look at something over there. Just sort of.
I think if we use dynamite, we might be able to make an entrance.
You
That's
look
good,
for
Rox.
structural weaknesses, and then Prince slips away.
That's exactly what I'm doing, Chris. Leave me alone.
Good luck.
Hey there.
Prince just like without a word, Pat like offers the hand up.
Hold on to it for now.
Hold on
I
to
don't
it.
need to be walking around with magical artifacts. At least, not until we find that dealer of yours.
Right.
Oh, you heard that.
What do you mean by that?
Prince. Wait. Prince
Yes,
mentioned
I'm
doing
waiting.
that.
I have a question, if you'll allow me. Can
Anything for my wonderful thrall.
Can everyone else see you?
I mean, yeah. What are you talking about?
Just wondering. You weren't exactly making yourself hidden there. I know Rox is rather engaged in what he's doing, but it seems a bit brazen.
You think I don't know what I'm doing? You think that when I showed up in the library and Kyle was knocked out, that was just an accident? Happy coincidence?
No, I suppose you're far more careful than that.
That's right. And I know people. Better than the supposed diplomat, anyway. But that's not important. What is important is that you did, for the time being, manage to stop him from throwing away that thing, didn't you?
Oh, it took some convincing. It seemed like he had almost made up his mind, but for now it is still in our hands.
3 days.
3 days.
Got another timer.
3 days. I need the scroll completed in 3 days.
Completed? I can't. I'm just my kid.
I can
Rox, that is a
certainly
disservice.
try. I do not even know if that is within Rox's capabilities, but to be frank, I was fully prepared to need more time than that to convince him. He seems rather ardent on this subject, but if that is the time limit you have given me, I can certainly make my best effort.
Listen, whatever you wouldn't be able to get done in a week, a month, 3 months, you know, even if I gave you more time, it's not like you would use it more wisely. And I don't really want to wait around, so do me a favor and use those charms of yours to get me what I need.
Very well.
Or, of course, there's always Plan B. But you don't want Plan B.
Certainly, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Correctamundo. That's all. I was gonna help you look around for a way in, but, this place is pretty sturdy, and I also really don't care. If
Very-
anything, it's a little embarrassing that you fell for his act so hard.
Whose?
Whose act?
You're joking, right? Your old man's?
In what sense?
Man, you're slow. You really think he's changed at all? You
Oh,
think if he
certainly
had
not.
changed your... Wait. So you're just content with this now?
Absolutely not.
This is your fault.
Okay. One at a time.
Sorry.
Keep it.
Absolutely not. I am not content. But unfortunately, oh Jesus, that was louder than I expected.
Jeez.
The Sea of Thieves music was taking me out of it. Can't front.
Do you want to be a pirate prince?
As a
Do
matter
you
of
want to be a
fact,
pirate legend?
as a matter of fact, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I suppose you could say I'm currently just playing along.
What end?
Information. It's a connection. Still. Still has Gyatso as well.
So with that, we've truly gotten to the heart of the matter.
Suppose
Well,
we have.
good to know. You're not quite as naive as I thought.
I'm glad I could live up to your expectations.
No, you're not out of the woods yet. But, story for another time. In the meanwhile, think about what Ingia told you. Then he vanishes.
Fuck, I knows what I said to Ingia. What the fuck was he? Stream of curse words comes out of, Prince actually cannot take it right
Wait.
now.
Oh my god, I was just like, yeah, of course he knows. But like, oh wait.
Why the fuck
Didn't
was
even
I so
mention
worried
him.
about
That's
him?
bad. Who's the fifth guy hiding back there?
Prince is like,
other dude in the sun right now.
Yeah.
it's like, wait, where's the fifth
I
one?
gotta check Bumper for bugs.
Yeah.
Gotta
Bumper's
check-
a spy, man.
Bumper's
My only.
That
My
motherfucker's
son.
a traitor.
That was
All right,
fucking crazy.
Prince, seeing that Rox is seemingly more interested in exploding this wall with TNT, is going to, under the guise of a nice leisurely stroll through Goikoa Ward, is going to be, looking along the wall, checking out the river. Is there any chance we could get under and through there? Looking for any... Also, paying attention to the guards' rotations, where are they at certain times? That kind of thing. So...
Roxas is just gonna, bring your attention over. He's like, no, I'm serious. Look, if we just... This wall right here, and a little bit of dynamite, we time it up with the bell, it'll go off at, 8 p.m. I think we can make it work.
How exactly are you planning to... smuggle a piece of dynamite to St. Aria's watchtower?
I mean, I'm in front of this wall right now. Whatever. Clearly you're not on board with it. Fine, it's fine. Not my heist.
Not my eyes!
But next time.
Could you procure Could you procure enough dynamite?
Rox is just gonna keep looking at Prince.
How much confidence do you have in your ability to blow up this watchtower? Prince is genuinely curious. Out of
Can I do a
sheer
check?
bafflement.
DM check.
I would like to run an intelligence check and see if I can reasonably scrounge up that amount of dynamite. I definitely have the sapping knowledge and experience, but it's a matter of whether or not it's still there in time.
Yeah, sure, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh,
Okay. Well, Rox is a little slow to wake up today. That is investigation of 11.
Ilnaku here? Maybe not. Maybe Corkin has some, but can't think of anywhere else off the top of your head.
I have a cannon on my hand. Just gonna leave it at that.
how are you going to shoot it without getting caught?
Like I said, that again, clearly you're not on board with this idea, and that's fine. But the timing of the bells, keep it a distance. There's a 50-foot activation range. It's not quiet, but we cannot get caught. You know?
I mean, in a sense, a diversion might be helpful. Now the gears are turning in Prince's head. Like,
I know.
even if it doesn't,
What if he blows
even if
it
we
up?
don't go through the main watchtower gate, perhaps a diversion.
We could have Kyle fake a wild magic surge.
Oh.
Or something.
Suppose if we whipped up a good enough disguise for Kyle and just set him loose in the Goikoa ward. But we also
brain blast.
but we also want him to be available to relay information to us. Perhaps Shona would be a better distraction. She doesn't have quite the natural chaos that Kyle does, but
she can run.
And
Prince, in
given
the
her...
meantime, roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oh no! God, no! What is this bullshit?
We're getting him out of the way. We're getting him out of the way before it's important. Just think of it like that.
It is important right now. How are we gonna get to this goddamn house?
You guys are gonna come back and just be like, nah, it's impossible. There's no way.
There's no fucking shot.
Prince, you're like sort of sifting around, poking around, you know, hands all over the walls, and from above you, from on top of the wall that encloses St. Aria's ward, you hear, "Hey, what are you doing down there?"
Just admiring the stonework.
If you wouldn't mind, can you step away from the wall, citizen?
Of course. My apologies.
Thanks.
It's like, what was I doing? The
Okay.
bomb idea must have really gotten to me.
So that's like what? 2 guards,
Yeah,
four,
blow it
4
up.
guards out front, at least 1 guard.
That's all we know,
On
yeah.
top of the
4
wall.
guards in front and at least 1 on top.
Okay. No bombs. No known hidden entrances. Fuck. Look at the map. Is there not like memory check? How tall is this wall scale? Like over here. Realistically. Like realistically, what's stopping me from just hopping in the river under Lover's Landing and scaling the cliffside up into St. Harriet Ward?
This cliffside, if I remember correctly, is about like 300 or 400 feet up.
Fuck.
The shortest, which is to Gokoya Ward, is about 50 feet off the ground. And St. Aria's is closer to like 100 to maybe 120, 150.
Well,
So you could definitely like get up there. You could definitely make the climb, but there's also the risk of being seen due to the fact the cliff points out to the rest of the city.
yeah.
It's definitely
Definitely a
not.
nighttime thing if it comes to it. Cause say the rope of climbing is 50 feet, but it's alive.
I mean, you could rock climb.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just free
So
climbing
scaling
it.
sideways might be a possibility, but again, that's like a nighttime thing. Potentially scale place. Height. What else? These lakes. How big are these how big is this lake? Because I'm seeing a waterfall connection from Dumford to Dunford.
Yeah,
What's up with
there is
that?
there is a river running through, and I'd say
Is that
you
like
and Prince both got a chance to see how it goes through the wall, which is that there is a grate that appears to go through the entire river,
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
like a grate, like to stop you from passing through.
Well, we needed to figure out how to get underwater anyways. Did Shona get any water breathing potions?
She did, but admittedly, we kind of need those for the pearls we need to go grab.
I did buy 8.
8?
Just in case.
Shona
You guys
over...
are just going back to your head. What did Shona say when she was talking really fast? 8
How many?
potions! Shona, why?
Oh my god, we could breathe underwater.
Whoa. But the grate is more of an issue than the water, honestly. It's a matter of how we move that out of the way. Heat metal does not destroy metal, sadly. It just makes it really hot, really painful to touch.
River too.
Yeah. At that point, you're just making a bubble bath for whoever's above you.
Yeah.
Man. Who's got cool spells? Everyone look at your cool spells. We don't have any
certainly
wild
well
shifters
guarded.
anymore.
I have one other idea. I don't know if you'd be up for this, Mark. Would it be possible if maybe Prince has a connection that might be able to get us like city planning documents, like the sewer system, like a map of the sewer system?
It's just a matter
Possible,
of
yeah.
time.
Those are probably somewhere in the Northern Archives, you had to imagine.
The Northern Archives.
It's around the LSE headquarters, so around where Gregory and Hagar work.
Oh, okay.
Would you tell me what we're trying to do again?
We have to break into St. Harry's watchtower to steal a document.
Or
Nope.
the
Okay, so we
ward.
have until
The
midnight.
entire. We gotta get into the
past the wall
ward.
to get to somebody's house. You
We're
know?
going to
someone's
someone's house.
inside St. Harry's ward. Yeah.
So right now we're
Okay.
not even to picking the lock, but does anyone have any lock picks?
We could get some.
I have.
Yeah, the mystical ones that never die unless you
Are
give them to
lock-picking
Aze.
tools? Oh, I have thieves' tools. We're good.
That's right. Okay. We're trying to get into a ward. What's that? Like a castle? Is there like, do we have to lay siege to this place?
Okay, so you see where I'm hovering? In the
Yeah.
middle? One of these buildings. There's a scroll in there we gotta steal. But there's this big watchtower right here. And so there's the side of the cliff which we can attempt to scale. I have a rock. I have a rope that can get you kind of halfway up, and then you have to rock climb. And you
Okay.
could get caught by someone outside.
Mhm.
There's this underwater passageway which has a grate. And then of course there's just the main entrance. But there's dudes on top and there's 4 dudes in front. So I think our main idea right now is you and Shona are gonna work together to cause some form of distraction over here by Lake Dumford, and then either whether it's up the side of the cliff straight to the door or through the lake, the other 2 can kind of sneak on in and
I see.
go from there and figure it out.
So you guys just need a distraction? Is that our best plan right now?
I think. I just
What
don't
if
know what's going to
we-
be a good enough distraction and how we're going to actually achieve it.
How far is the cliffside from like this beach here?
It's maybe like 100 feet across.
And up?
100 feet across the river, and then about maybe, I think I said 100 to 150 feet up.
I mean, the
Well, we
cape will
could
get
walk
us
from-
there.
We could walk from Path of Kiot to this little cliff here, but we're
Mhm.
still pretty open,
Yeah.
invisible.
What time
We
is
could use the
sunset?
invisibility potions to walk up, to
Yeah.
climb up.
Oh, we do have invisibility. Yeah, that could be an option.
Yeah, honestly, invisibility and scaling up the mountain might be our best option. At least safest.
I only
How long
have
are
3, though,
the-
so Prince is gonna have to walk through the gates.
3?
I
I,
have a-
thought you had 8.
I have
Damn.
a,
No, that's water breathing.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
a
yeah.
spell though.
You have a spell? Oh,
Yeah, the
never mind.
invisibility
Kyle's as
spell.
well.
Okay, but also, Kyle, what is your stealth?
Better with invisibility on, but
Okay, but
Um,
straight stealth check.
straight stealth check. I'm actually pulling up my character sheet right now.
Yeah. This is more than a government job. This is a secret government job, so we really can't fuck it up.
Right.
This is another situation of, oh wow, we really got in over our heads.
Yeah.
I mean, I got +2 to stealth. I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I have a
I
plus
only have
4.
+3.
That-
So. Hey, we have 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Right.
Well, in that case, the 4 and the 5 are gonna break in.
I think one of us could do. Why don't you guys
Oh
take
wait,
the
I have 3. Never
potions?
mind.
You guys take the potions, and then I can do a distraction.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the
That might be the play.
move.
Yeah. Plus,
What
I can
kind
do
of
the sending
distraction
thing.
is going to distract but not get you arrested? That is the question. I was thinking off the top of my head, you could fake a wild magic surge since you are a sorcerer.
I like the idea.
But I don't know what spells you have, and I don't remember how wild surge works in universe. So like, can you fake that?
You could just fire guiding bolt because that's big and bright, and just be like, "Help! My magic is getting away from me."
Yeah, start spraying acid in the lake or some shit.
I was gonna think. I think I'm just gonna do a grease fight. Everybody in the police is just trying to get me, but I'm ingreasable in my hazmat suit, and they're all slipping and falling.
Dress up as a homeless person and start a fire.
Okay, I don't need to disparage the homeless anymore. Then
Yeah, we'll disparage our own reputation.
I think I'm just gonna grease, and that'll be enough. They'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" It'll try to come get me. It'll be like, you guys know the Mud Wizard?
Oh yeah, I've seen that video.
Yeah,
Oh
It's gonna
yeah.
be like that,
but with grease.
but with grease.
I love how that.
The Mud Wizard.
The mud wizard.
I'll just push him down into the grease, and I will have like I'll get some anti-slip boots or something,
Some more
spiked boots.
Fuck, it's genius.
Fuck, it's genius.
Why
are
Okay,
they
yeah.
taking that?
Okay,
It's
So
crazy.
you're
It's just
distracting
crazy enough to
with-
work.
exactly. The grease fest is going on. How are me and Prince getting through? Prince has their disguise, so arguably they can walk straight through. I guess since we're going off that plan, we could try and get Rox some fancy clothes. Rox can't talk the part, but he can at least wear clothes and walk from A to B.
Does Prince know if they can take a visitor in with them?
Oh yeah, no insignia.
Persuasion checks. If you meet
Yeah,
the
do you
right
have a
hired
+1?
guard,
You assume not, given the circumstances, but
Okay.
there's always a chance.
at night, can I bring my friend dressed with this weird hat in with me?
But again, the insignia is if we get checked.
I have a question about the insignia.
Hmm.
Is it like on a piece of paper? Is it like some sort of a pin? Because I'm good at forgery. I have a forgery kit, so we could use that potentially.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's a
don't
mark on
think
the
How you
necklace.
make
it'll
money.
work this time because it's a necklacey thing.
Oh, okay. Ornamental.
You and Rox together with more time could maybe.
Yeah, but we have 11 and a half hours.
Oh, we got a time limit.
Yeah, we have to get this done by midnight, or else the paranoid dude comes back.
Okay.
And also, we've
It's
probably been
his
thinking about
document.
this about as long as we allotted, which is an hour.
Okay, yeah. So grease fireworks. How do we get you guys up? You guys don't think you could climb a rock wall?
I think that's gonna be our best bet, actually. Just
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if enough people move out of the way, you could possibly just slip through the tunnel with the invisibility potions, but you might not want to risk that, so
yeah.
climbing might be best.
Why we could just buy a longer rope and make an anchor or like a grappling hook thing.
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. The rope of climbing is the only rope that can get
Do we
that
still
high
have
without
dimension door?
someone being up there.
What about catapult?
Catapult will require mass injury, and we need to weigh less than 5 pounds.
No. You
unfortunately.
throw the grappling hook up there, and then you can climb it.
Oh, that'd make it easier.
Mhm.
Wait, how what's the range
I
on dimension door?
guess-
Or whatever that one was
Yes,
that Kyle had.
that technically works. Marak, would you allow me tying a normal rope to the end of a rope of climbing and then using catapult on the rope of climbing to throw it 90 feet up to the top and
Yeah, sure, why not?
have it? Oh, okay.
Actually, how the rope itself?
Ye-
How
This
heavy
is like
the
an
rope?
Exodus situation where you're
That's a good
catapulting
question.
the crossbow.
rope of
and
climbing
then-
weighs 3 pounds,
Okay,
so
sweet.
it itself fits in. However, the idea is that a second rope is tied to it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Shit, I let it happen with Exodus and a crossbow, so why not let it happen with grappling hook?
gotta be consistent about it.
True. Rox's catapult is specialized. You know, it's one of the spells he's had since he was a child. He knows it in and out like the back of his hand.
I think it makes perfect sense that something attached to it could be launched alongside it.
Yeah.
But only when
Um,
comedic.
Exactly. Yeah, so Rox now has a magic grappling gun setup where he can use a spell slot to catapult the rope of climbing up to the top, and then we can use that to climb down. Okay, yeah, we have a thing. We have a thing. I'm gonna draw on the map. That way, this is like a proper thing. Where did you say was the one scalable section of St. Harry's Ward? Like right here.
They're both scalable. You can scale on either side.
Oh, okay.
The Kia's cottage.
We'll stick near Pathakia's cottage. Yeah. Just because we're lazy. Why is it like that? Whatever. Wow. Okay, I don't like this service at all. Hold on. We will climb the rope
Hexagons
up here while Kyle has his super distraction, and he distracts all over the place around here.
Up there.
Once we're in, are we aware of which house it possibly is, or could it just
they
be
gave you
one
an
of-
address.
Okay.
Just unspoken.
Can I mark on the map? Can it be marked on the map where that is?
Yeah, sure. I'll make you a little hexagon. It'll be right here.
Huge. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. And then it's as simple as like following the wall, getting
It has
in,
guards on it.
getting out. Well, yeah, that's why we stick on the wall. Kyle will keep his distraction going. Man, Kyle, you have to try and run in circles as long as you possibly can.
I
Oh,
got
shit.
this. I have like 4 teleport spells and then a 5th one available. I'm just gonna be like,
We should
be
get
great.
you a couple drinks though, Kyle. That way it seems more plausible.
yes, a
It'll
couple
be
of
a
drinks.
DUI, driving under the, or wait, an MUI, magic under the influence.
Wait, can I set it up? Can I set it up like this, where I go to shake one of the guards' hands, and then I do the gag where I have like my hand in my sleeve, and then I just start spraying grease out of it?
Yeah, but again, we need you to not get arrested. At the end of the day, this is your chaos magic going nuts. Just start greasing everything and like causing mishaps.
If the distraction lasts long enough, at the end of the night, we could come in to try and restrain him and be like, "I'm so sorry for our party member." That way, we have an alibi.
Yeah, that'd be
Probably
sweet.
not. But Shona, your role is definitely to help with the distraction. Like if
Oh yeah, I was
they
gonna.
get
What
him,
was Shona gonna do?
you need to don your disguise and be like, "Oh, Grease Man, we must leave."
Wait,
some
so
shit.
Very
how guarded
greasy,
is this? I'm
man.
imagining like 6 or so guards. kinda
Okay,
just-
there were 4 guards out in the main plaza by where the hexagon is, and there is an unknown number of guards on top and inside of the watchtower itself.
Okay.
I would
okay.
also assume the Galkoa watchtower guys are going to come over. It's a big distraction. So you're probably going to have to avoid like upwards of 12 guards.
Let me see if
hopefully not.
let me see what I can do.
Alright, you start prepping. Do you two, are gonna
I could
go.
just make a
are you gonna
fire.
drop invisibility and then climb up.
Well, this is a wait thing. But yes, we'll definitely be on standby. Shit, Kyle, how many spell slots do you have? Because we also need to we need a signal, and we're not going to be able to hear anything from where we are. So we'll need a sending.
Sorcerer's spell slots work a little differently. So total, I have like let's just say like
How many spells do you have for this encounter?
like I'll just like 12 plus.
Wow. Okay. Well, if you can send sending once and grease at least 3 times with some room to spare, then we're good.
Yeah.
Cool. So that'll happen. I really feel like we're forgetting something massive, but it's not coming to mind.
What heist goes perfectly well? Am I right?
Yeah.
Especially in D&D.
God, we need something to just go slightly well.
Yo, is there anything better Shona can
Please.
do? Distract
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
police.
trying to think.
Go talk to Hagar.
Nah.
There's a crazy
definitely
man in
being a part of the
Gokoya War.
distraction.
I won't believe.
There's
I
an
think if I-
insane
Oh yeah,
wizard.
wait at least 30 minutes.
Wait, I could grease the lake and then set it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Environmental damage.
All right.
But yeah, fuck, what can Shona do? I'm trying to think of a role for Shona.
Just
Other than
have
help
them heist
distract.
with you guys, right?
I think it would definitely be better to have 2 on distraction, 2 on heist. And Shona's thing is like, if the cops start actually arresting you, Shona needs to somehow not get you arrested. Because none of us can get caught. If you get caught doing this and then it breaks out that like 4 days later, oh my god, the scroll's gone. Well, why the fuck were you casting grease everywhere? What's up with that, huh, buddy?
Okay, Barrick, I guess, I don't know if I could roll for this, but are there going to be like anti-magic magicians in here, or is it just going to be foot soldiers?
You imagine that for the most part. Actually, yeah. A check because it's you. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Check because it's you.
He doesn't live here.
True.
I will
It's just a
add
funny statement.
intelligence, so 18 plus my int. That's going to be a 20.
All right, bada bing, bada boom. You know that mages are not super common, so until they presume that you're like a super dangerous caster, they're probably just going to be guards.
Cool. Then I will. Yeah, the sombrero's going to add to the goofiness of it. They're not going to be like, okay, we'll get this guy under control. But I'm just greasing the shit out of your shit. I think I'll be okay with just one guy. I can just teleport away, like 500 feet.
We let Kyle.
True.
Can you teleport other people?
I could teleport one other person with that spell.
Can you just?
I mean, I'm also wait, Shona, you have a stealth of 3, right?
Yeah.
We can swap 2. Rock's probably also is just going to serve better setting up the rope for you guys and then being stakeout.
But I like
Okay.
Prince and Rock's dynamic.
I do like the
True.
Prince.
We don't get it often.
We just need.
Just have all 3 of you guys going. I think I'll be fine.
I don't know why.
Alright, I trust Kyle.
Feeling something will go wrong if we leave one member on their own, like in any capacity.
Shona could just like go either way depending on what's necessary. Like she.
Yeah,
could look
it's
out.
chill. Yeah, Shona's
From
fast.
both
She can
ways.
break the fuck away. It'll work out. I like this. Kyle distracts. Kyle has his grease vest. He greases all over the place. He goes grease mode. He's so grease pilled, and we'll just scale up the wall and grab the scroll. And not
Grease
get grease.
pilled. I can't with grease pilled.
All right. So in that case, I guess we'll start with Kyle. Kyle, you book it into the Gokoya ward at some point. Actually, no. There's still like way more components than that. So first off, what time do you guys wait to start this plan?
Oh yeah. Okay, that was my
When is
question.
sunset?
When is sunset? Yeah.
It's still winter, so probably around like 6:30.
Okay, 6:30. That leaves us about 5 hours to get in and get out. We should definitely be out by 11:30 because this guy gets back at 12.
I feel like we want to go later so that there's not as much commotion because like people could still be eating dinner and they might come out. So maybe.
I think sunset's good. Sunset is post dinner time. That's 6:30.
Everybody's full, wants to go to bed. Yeah.
But yeah, sun's going to be setting. I assume the sun will be like top of the map, not bottom, so we won't be like the rays won't be. Actually, that is a good question. Will the sun be beaming directly onto us as we scale this wall?
It sets to the west, so I believe it would be cool. I believe it would be pointing away from you.
Okay,
Or-
cool.
Be shining over this way.
Cool. Then yeah. As the sun sets at sundown, we'll begin. Maybe we'll start at like 6:45. Catch him at shift change.
Yeah.
Maybe
The new
that's gonna be
guards.
the most.
The new guards have sandwiches at their hands. I walk up middle of town, iron on my hip like a cowboy.
Boy,
with a
howdy! I
sombrero.
bet you want to.
They see Kyle walk up and just like, God damn it, my shift was almost over.
I think what I want to do is like, Merrick, if I could, I suppose I should roll a persuasion roll or something first.
Well, yeah, just spell out what you're doing first, and then we'll go from there.
I would like to have there be like a rake that falls over and the sun setting, but like behind me is a cowboy walking into town. All these Gokoya shops, they're going home for the day, and then it's just me and this rake, and I'm like, I don't know, 50 feet in front of the soldiers, and I absolutely stumble and slip on this rake like a log in water, and just grease my way all the way towards them, spreading it out like a windmill, like I'm a sprinkler on this goddamn rake. I'm just
Each
spraying
rake,
it
Each
everywhere.
time you step on the rake,
I
it's like
imagine-
another.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining Kyle like very dramatically about to fall over. Like he's on one foot leaning towards the ground, but he catches himself and then he just like starts hopping on one foot forward like, oh, I'm falling, and just starts greasing everywhere.
Yeah, I like flying around like Iron Man. Awesome.
Kyle, do you get a few pints before you do this?
Oh, Kyle absolutely I raise a glass to these guards as the sun's going down, and I just like it's running down my chest and my chin, but it's like it's got to be at least a gallon of like lager, just glug, 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 do a line.
Bump of the cocknuts dust.
Yes, exactly.
A
Do a line. Just gonna. Yeah, he's got the
A
hazmat suit,
bump
like, halfway
of the
zipped down.
cocknuts dust.
Yeah.
A bump of the.
Yes.
Local Lugu here, man, snorts dried semen, thinking it's actually cocaine.
It goes absolutely
No.
bonkers and greases all over the place.
Dude, I feel like I have the strength of 1,000 men in me right now. This is insane.
Okay, so Kyle literally greases everywhere. Make a performance check for me, buddy.
Courtesy of the big ass.
Ew.
I would like to try again.
Okay.
Yeah, 26, motherfucker.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh no.
exactly what we needed.
Kyle is having like his own greasy musical number. He's on this rake that appeared spontaneously out of nowhere. He's sliding and gliding around, and he's like a grease ceremonial fountain. It's everywhere, bro. It's in the trees, it's on the animals, it's on the guards, it's on the local passerbys just making their way home.
People will talk about this for weeks to come.
People will talk about the insane hazmat clown spreading grease all over their home. And after it takes a minute. You know, like how the local police response time is supposed to be 8 minutes. You know, they're just there. They sense a disturbance in the force before it happens, and they are all over Kyle. So
Send that message.
Kyle.
Send it.
Yeah, two things. One, at this point, what do you send into the group?
Chops are here. Go, go, go. I forgot what I was supposed to sending.
The turkey is in the sandwich.
I'm
That's a
feeling
signal.
good tonight. That's what I'll
That's
say.
what he sends. Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight.
That's his sign.
That's so
So, yeah,
Kyle.
no,
And then-
actually- Instead of ascending, can I send like a guiding bolt into the sky and then like blow it up in a
Yeah.
firework explosion?
We're not going to see that. That's also.
We would see it
Never
probably.
mind, never
Would you
mind.
see that over the
You-
wall?
Kyle absolutely launches a guiding bolt into the sky, and no one sees it because there's a huge cliff right over where they're supposed to be hanging out.
Kyle's
They're
doing
literally
that
like
all
against the wall.
Yeah, Kyle sends them one sending and then keeps shooting fireworks, being like, I hope they see this. Like, okay, go, go, go.
All right. Second part of this. Go ahead and how would you describe the way you flee the local authorities?
I
Are
grab
you
one
just,
of them
are you still just
into
racing around, or?
Yeah, I'm greasing around. I'm going up and down the hillside villas and all this. I'm like pretending I'm gonna climb the wall. I go like, ooh, ooh.
I'm gonna slip.
You should jump
I'm
into
gonna-
the lake at some point.
I dolphin dive and mermaid swim in the lake. I take one of them into a tango stance and start dancing in the grease.
It's like because he's covered in the grease and hydrophobic, he gets shot out of the water like 15 feet.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, beautiful. I use
This is some Looney Tunes
prestidigitation
shit.
to give myself like
Oh, yeah.
sparkles.
A
it's
sparkly,
great.
greasy Kyle hydrophobically glides up through the sky.
All the beer creates air in his stomach, so he like goes into the thing like a basketball in water.
I
A
just
spiral
wanna
of
be
beer
part of
spewing out of his mouth as he glides like a beautiful swan.
I
just
just
wanna
want to
be
be part of your city.
Yes, yes. He's spinning around street lights and all this.
And None of the group is around to see it, but they
Perfectly
wish they were.
Oh god.
They don't know it yet, but they wish they hadn't left.
Can I send them like? Can I sending them like a selfie of me at the lake with like my feet kicked up and I'm like 15 feet in the air?
Yeah, you. What's the fucking where you put like a 5 trillion terabyte hard drive into a computer? What's that called again?
Oh,
Zip bombing?
Yeah, you zip bomb their brains with an image of you spinning through. It's like a tropical postcard that says "I wish you were here," and it's like artistically hung over Gokoya Ward, covered in grease and wine.
Awesome. That's everything I've wanted.
All right. Well, unfortunately, one last thing. Need you to roll a check for this, as you're so magical about it that I'm gonna say it's just it's a spellcasting check. Roll a d20 and add your charisma and your proficiency.
Charisma and proficiency. Okay. How is a 17 gonna do it? Because if not, I'll try again.
I think it should be higher than that.
Charisma is 4, proficiency is 3, 19.
Okay. That is actually a very big difference. You have more than a few close calls where you're just running around like a madman, and all the trees and shit kind of, obscure your vision. But by the end, you're like ducking and dodging and evading at least 10 guards. So not only do you feel pretty confident that you'll be able to keep this up for a while, you feel pretty confident that you've done your job.
Cool. Can I be figure skating and like alley-ooping them and doing the splits over their heads and all this?
Yeah,
Crazy.
you're like a professional ice skater, but you're just on grease. You're just greasing around.
Awesome. Okay, job's done.
Huge.
All right.
Cut
Go,
to
go, go.
us. Kyle is
That's the
gonna
lesson.
send gibberish, and Rox is gonna receive gibberish. He's just gonna look at everyone else and he's gonna nod.
all right,
He's
sick.
gonna aim his hand. He's gonna do his catapult thing.
And we've got.
Shoots
Do
the.
we have
the bundle
invisibility
rope
on right
behind
now,
him.
or
Yeah.
did we decide?
I was gonna shoot the rope and then we take invisibility potions.
Knowledge checks, does it make your clothes go invisible?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Thank God.
then we should do it.
Yeah.
And
how
what
long
was?
do they actually-
How long do they last for?
I believe they're an hour.
Okay.
Okay,
But let me
cool.
double check that, because that actually is very important. 1 second.
What is happening in the Goikoa Ward?
That's the grease.
That's the grease, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Everything. The shops, the children, the women.
Not the
even men.
children.
It's like a Dove soap commercial in there. It's an oil spill.
I just want to be part of your symphony. Absolutely sent me. I cannot lie. I'm still thinking about
Yeah.
that.
It's beautiful. Like there's a rainbow in the picture.
And it's all yellow.
You're so funny.
And Kyle's a dolphin. It is 1 hour, okay.
Swag. Then yeah, we'll shoot this rope, pop our potions, and get climbing.
All right,
Shoot this
make
rope.
a spell attack first. Gotta aim, baby.
Okay. You're right.
Gotta aim, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Ooh.
18 plus. That's 25.
Absolutely perfect. You feel it get lodged up there, and you feel it sit firmly on top of the cliff.
He's gonna tug it twice, even though he knows it's magical and exactly how the rope of climbing works.
Not even a little bit of give.
Awesome. Climbing 10.
All right. At this point, again, gonna need some checks. I need Prince, Shona, and Rox to all make stealth checks. Now, normally this would be a disadvantage, but because you're invisible and it is nighttime, I'm gonna say that it is at advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Hooray.
Alright. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, that could be a little better. That's a little better. That's all right. That's gonna be 18.
Flash or genius. 1 sec. I'm just looking up how this works again.
Wait, we
Since
can
I
use
probably
guidance.
need.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'd say you guys can use guidance on this one, but only one of you, because after you start climbing, it's not like you're gonna have a free hand to cast spells with.
Yeah.
Can I like
I'm
bardic
just-
inspire whoever's got the worst stealth?
We have the exact same stealth.
Sick.
Shona has a 3.
Did you guys roll already, or?
Yeah,
I did
I,
already roll, so
I,
It's
Yeah,
too
no,
late.
in
It's
that
too
case,
late, isn't
no
it?
inspiration.
give it
We
to
didn't do
Shona.
that.
I rolled a 13.
Did
I think
Shona
it's
roll
too
yet? I think Shona rolled.
I did.
Shona rolled a 3.
I
Shona
got
rolled a 3?
no. Shona
Oh.
got a 13 in total.
Okay, so
Oh.
Rox and Shona both got a 13.
Yes, but I am probably going to use Flash of Genius to add my intelligence modifier and make that a 17.
Okay.
You're such
In
a
that
silly
case,
climber,
Shona,
Rox.
if you want to use your last guidance before you get off the floor, do try to keep that in mind. Go ahead and roll 1d4.
Okay.
See if you can't make your stealth a little nicer.
Well, 15.
Okay.
That could be a threshold.
Under the night's cover, seemingly your trip up goes unabated. Secondary
Hey,
check,
guys.
though. This is a high wall. This is a very, very difficult climb. I'm going to need all of you to roll a Constitution saving throw to make sure you got the stamina to make it all the way to the top.
Constitution? Ugh, frick.
Constitution, let's go.
Not to get cocky,
No.
but Rox is okay. 17.
Okay.
14.
Oh, 6.
Okay. And Prince, you didn't want to inspire them before that?
Oh. I should have.
Shona can fall, man. That's fine.
All right, if you're okay
Can
with me
teleport
doing
if
it
I fall?
if you are okay with me doing it retroactively, I would like to, yes.
Yes. Just as a little reminder, this is going to be a heist, so checks are going to be very important.
Okay.
So all you guidance and flash of geniuses,
Motherfucker! Oh my
Oops.
god!
You know what?
That's fine, we
This
can
will be
lose Shona.
funny. Shona's
Shona
gonna
can
fall.
stay behind. Shona's staying
I have
behind.
a question. What order do you guys climb up in?
Shona's
Rox
going
definitely
last.
went first because it's Rox. I
Shona would
feel-
want to bring up the rear, but by
I
Alright.
feel like realistically Shona is getting excited and going up second. But
Oh no. ADHD. Alright. Shona, about
I should
100 feet up. Actually, what'd you roll?
I roll 6. Plus 1,
6 with-
7.
Okay. 7.
Yeah.
I'd say you
7.
get 30 feet up the wall before your arms start to ache. And as you're getting up to 40, you barely feel like you can hold on. You got a few options ahead of you, but if nothing is done, you're taking a bit of a tumble.
Guys, I guess I flailed my arms too wildly while attacking the Corcon, and maybe I'll just sit on the wall for a second.
Rox is gonna look down and he says, Shona, scale down, find Kyle. Make sure he's not arrested.
Okay.
When you find him, wash him.
Shona's gonna teleport down
Okay.
if I can.
Ping.
Or teleport
Alright.
what, like to 20 feet?
30 feet, yeah, with your Misty Step.
Okay.
So, yeah. You fall a little bit and maybe, like, bruise your ankle a little bit. Let's say,
Ow.
I said you were 40 feet up, so you fall 10 feet and you take
Yeah.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Ow.
Well, that's unfortunate.
damn, we did all this to make room for Shona and have an
Why
extra
am I
person.
like this?
So,
And then Shona blew it.
Shona
it's alright, it's alright. Better blowing it here than in front of people we need to not be seen by.
I mean, Shona can try and climb up again if you want to make another check, but it is going to be more difficult this time around.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Especially not without a rope. Shona
Alright.
is invisible and will walk towards Kyle.
Rox and Prince, you both get up to the top. You see that the roads of St. Haria's ward are, very well maintained, and they even have like a ready police force that's sort of just like walking around from what you can tell. But you're still invisible, so as you're making your way across, how would you like to go about doing so?
Am I allowed to change clothes while invisible? I assume yeah. Okay,
But
Rox is gonna.
the clothes you had on, or the clothes you take off, will become uninvisible.
Oh, I guess I didn't think about that much. All right, Rox is just gonna like move his bandana on. If his potion goes out, he has a mask on, basically, is what it boils down to. He's not letting his face be seen.
Alright.
Prince will kind of, I guess, like, put, like, a veil over their face. And, like... I forgot to talk about... I was actually going to have Prince do some clothes stuff before we went.
Yeah, we're invisible.
The Kyle stuff took me out of it so much, I forgot.
As it should.
I was genuinely like,
It's
oh,
actually so good.
I wanted Prince in like a full like black bodysuit. I thought that would be cool. But I forgot to bring it up. Damn it. Okay.
Disguise is donned, still invisible. We hug this wall and approach slowly towards Patakias. Or not Patakias. Fucking two syllables, 3 syllables.
2 syllables, 3 syllables. Erlo Zekuto.
Thank you.
One fish, two fish.
I knew I had it written down somewhere.
I mean, he was right. 2 syllables, 3 syllables.
I had the gist of the name in my head. I just could not remember what this was.
You had the cadence
Anyways, we're
down.
breaking in.
Yeah. You guys do have advantage on stealth checks as you make your way through the ward, so go ahead and roll me some more.
I guess. Okay.
I gotta keep these good stealth rolls going. The Bardic Inspiration was not good. It's a 10, and then a 50. Oh, that'll
Trying to
do.
think of anything else I can do.
Dirty 20 from me.
Okay. And Rock?
So I was reading over my shit, seeing if I could do anything. Dirty 20 for me as well.
Okay. Yeah. You guys get to the edge of what you know to be Erlo Zekuto's fences around his estate, and what you see is a very lavish house. Looks to be about 3 stories tall, made with a very fine, sturdy-looking red brick and tasteful accoutrement, and some nice sort of vines growing up the side, giving it a more, slightly more earthy tone to it. But you see multiple different windows and doors that you might be able to make a breakthrough.
I was gonna say, are those vines leading up to a window?
Yeah, looks like it.
Rox is gonna look at Prince and be like, well, I don't really know the guy, and you don't really know the guy, but you've lived in a rich place. Where's your study normally at?
Study? I mean, it depends on personal preference, but I've personally seen them more often on the upper floors.
By a window.
I agree.
That's,
Rox is, by the way, I've probably should have said it before. Rox will grab the rope of climbing once it's there, and I'll bring it back up. That way no one else can randomly stumble upon it if someone happens to be taking a beach stroll on Lover's Landing.
Okay.
So I probably will move the rope of climbing and just command it now, since it's not 100 feet up to that window.
Yeah,
See
sure.
if we
All right.
can take a look inside before opening.
I won't even make you roll a check for that. You managed to slither the rope right up to the window, and with a bit of, pointing and heating,
Awesome.
you get up to the top, right at the window.
What do we see?
You see a window with a pretty simplistic-looking lock on the other side. You imagine it could probably be opened with a ruler.
Ooh, nobody on the inside though, or anything? Like I'm not. That's my main
Make a
concern.
perception check.
All right.
I'm gonna do that too.
16 plus my perception, which I somehow always forget. 21.
I had a 19, so we'll let Rox take this one.
Rox, with a quick glance in, you notice 2 things. One, there only really appears to be one person moving around. You see a shorter, gnomish-looking gentleman holding a lantern walking about the premises.
I'm going to relay that information to Prince. Does it look like he's... Like, I don't know. Can I realistically break in without catching his attention? Does it seem like? Okay, cool. He's not
Through
just
your
like
quick
2 feet
glance,
away.
you can tell that he's doing rounds. And so after a moment, you imagine he'd be far enough away that you could make your way in.
Oh, all right, swag. Yeah, once I think the coast is clear, I will move to use my thieves' tools and jimmy open that window.
All right. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check using your dexterity and I believe you have a special bonus to tool checks.
I do. Let me double check. Yeah, I get double my dexterity. So that's what, +6. That's gonna be 23.
All right.
Slip that thing open.
Yeah, with a click, you flip the simple lock over on the other side, and with that, you're in.
Awesome.
We're
I
in.
am going to leave the rope of climbing up on the wall there, but I'm gonna use the fact it's magic to stick it on the wall so it can't be seen from the inside. You know?
I'll like hide it amongst some
Makes sense.
vines.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff it in among the vines, make it easy to escape.
All right.
Okay. Oh God. All right. I'm gonna motion on in for Prince once I make it in.
All right. You two pop in.
Okay. Which one of these is a study?
Good
Probably
lord.
nothing along my end. And I'd say first we make a break for. Oh, this room has 2 doors, so probably not this. 3 doors, so it's too many. I'm thinking if it's up here, it's gonna be in one of these 2 rooms, if not this one. So
A little
I'm gonna-
meta, but yeah, I guess we just.
True. Yeah, you're right.
Is there
I'm
any
trying not to
chance we
meta in,
can
but-
like? How about this? Any chance we can see which direction the guard went? Like, do we know which way he went?
Yeah, with the same what the hell just with the same perception check from earlier, you guys can tell that he began to walk over this way through the trailing light of the lantern he was holding.
Okay.
Awesome. Always closing the doors and windows behind me because Rox is a professional. I think we should snake. Let's see, he's moving this way. I
Almost.
say we snake up here first. Like go, like quickly take a glance through this door, see if this is a study. It's not going through here. Shut the door. I'm just thinking we kind of snake our way through around this guy's patrol, making
Okay.
our way to this room where I believe his study probably most likely is. I'm not sure
Alright.
how we do that in D&D terms.
I mean,
I would like-
yeah, just move your tokens, and I'll let you know as things progress.
Okay.
Yeah, like, but around every corner, just like peek around real quick.
Check this door. Being listening. Shit, actually, we are in a hurry. I am gonna ignore this room. I don't have faith in it. Rox wouldn't have faith in it. He's
Alright.
gonna listen in and try and listen to see if people are in this room.
Sounds quiet.
Awesome. I would check. I want to creak open the door. Okay, that's a library. That seems no bueno. I want to.
But for a document.
True,
Are there any papers?
but a personal
Investigation.
document.
Yeah, I
Maybe?
mean, like, just like a quick glance over these desks, I think, would be sufficient.
You're right. Here, Rox can look through the papers and Prince can continue. You have the higher stealth. I
Okay.
can just trail behind you and loot as you clear rooms.
In that case, as Rox is looking, Prince will like do this sort of thing, peek around this corner, anything,
Don't see anyone coming so far.
just sort of like rapidly make my way over here, peek around this corner, anything.
You can see the light from the old gnomish man's lantern beginning to shine through the corridor. Around
Quick, dip inside.
Duck into this room very quickly.
Okay, well, maybe not very quickly. Oh, we take risks.
Not quickly enough to like be loud about it, but like just like slink through the door basically.
I'm just so worried of opening a door and someone's inside chilling. That's my fear. That's
Oh,
so getting caught.
Must have been the wind.
Rox, as you're looking around, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Thank you.
Must have been the wind.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
I forgot how to fucking read. 6.
You realize
just
there's
like
no
Kyle
money in this
now.
library.
Man, these goggles really get in the way. I need to modify this one on these things.
Poking
Doesn't
around,
take them off.
This does appear to be a study of some sort. It's odd that there's 3 desks, but only one of them has actually seen some serious use. And from looking around it, you don't see any papers or leftover scrap, just a blank notebook.
blank notebook. Is there anything important about the notebook, or is it like looking? Like, does it have a seal on it or anything? Or...
It appears to literally just be maybe like a place to, maybe like spare paper.
Okay. Well, I've got plenty of paper.
Does it seem worn? Does it seem worn?
It's an empty notebook.
You see pages ripped out,
invisible
but
ink?
it doesn't see, you don't see any invisible ink.
Invisible ink.
I just see a normal paper. I'm gonna leave that book there, and I'm gonna put my ear up to the door and listen for this oncoming gnome.
You hear small footsteps passing by, and Prince, you have heard them pass by at this point.
At this point, Prince slinks out over this direction.
Alright.
And is gonna make their way to this room, I think, and listen up to that door.
Quiet.
Alright, in I go.
Anything in here?
Ooh, that looks like a bedroom.
More than that, it appears to be Erlo's bedroom.
Oh, what I said.
You were right. You were so. To be honest, that makes a ton of sense just looking at the map. Like a single door, kind of off in a corner.
Bam! That's how houses are built, baby.
All right,
That's
Prince
good
is going
design.
to just like turn this room as quietly as possible. Just pick this room apart.
All right. Go ahead and make another investigation check for me.
Please.
Give yourself inspiration.
I can't. That's not how that works, unfortunately. Trust me, I've asked. 17.
All right. Looking
Man,
around.
that song was awesome. I'm gonna look harder now. Sorry.
Looking around, it's weird. He doesn't have much. Like, maybe 2 fancy suits, some leisure wear, you know, some personal effects, but it feels odd. It doesn't feel like a bedroom. Like there's no jewelry, there's no necklaces, there's no personal effects, there's not even like a cup that he likes to drink out of. It's just stale. But as for anything personal or any documents, you're not finding much.
Okay.
How about this room I'm in with the drawers?
Just a living room.
Damn.
Appears to have some cigars and some wine stored in the drawers behind you.
Anything up with this fireplace? I'm intrigued by this fireplace.
I don't know. Appears
Which
to be lit.
people? Okay. Damn. No hidden levers.
Oh, make another investigation check.
I was
Roxy's
actually
been,
also
like,
gonna.
figuring
I was
out
also
something
gonna
about
ask
the
about
fireplace.
hidden levers.
Go fuck off. Rich people love their bullshit. Come on, that was right next to it. That was on 20. Whatever.
Rox sticks his whole face into the chimney, and then like slightly bumps his head as he retracts when his beard is set a little bit on fire. But overall, looks alright.
His bandana is like half melted off. Like you can see his chin.
And Prince, with your check from earlier, you don't see any hidden levers in the place.
Okay.
Next course of action, Rox would just keep following Prince's actions. You know,
Right.
like okay, this is where we were aiming. Go inside. Take a look at Prince. Be like, well,
Nothing. Prince is
Rox
going
gonna
to.
double look because everyone in this party sucks at investigating. I would like to also investigate this room.
All right, go ahead and make another check.
Can Prince kind of see like light under the door from the gnome coming, or can
Yeah.
like? Okay, Prince is gonna just sort of hide here for a second.
Being all sneaky beaky like. That's a 16 on my investigation.
Rox, it strikes you as odd too that there's nothing in this room. It's an eerie feeling that really feels sort of stupid for having it, but you can't get it out of your mind. But no secrets here.
We can keep looking, but
He wouldn't have taken them with him, would he? I don't know. And Prince as like just sort of muses to themselves, and then technically there might be line of sight as Prince crosses this hallway, but
I must have missed it. What's Shona doing? I thought she'd be here.
she fell off the rope and is going back to help
Yeah,
you.
the Constitution check.
all right. Prince
no.
sort of
Highest stat.
sneaks on out and over to this room, Any sound behind this door?
Seems good.
Since
we
we're
go.
splitting up a little, Rox is gonna cut through and go to this room.
Another bedroom?
It is a big ass mansion.
It's all bedrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just a bunch of fake bedrooms. I'm starting to realize what this guy's doing. I'm willing to bet he does not live with this many people.
It's
Oh,
all
he's
fake
paranoid.
bedrooms.
It's a super paranoid guy. He keeps it in his study. All right, well, maybe it's one of these two. You'll do your check, I can do mine.
Investigation again, I guess.
Yep.
Ooh, that will work. That's what, like a 23, I think? Yeah,
Alright,
23.
yeah. Poking around, this time you know for certain. This is a room that no one has ever lived in. And it doesn't strike you as odd. It strikes you more as odd that a person lives in a mansion completely by himself. Which is more and more what you're thinking as you go through these bedrooms.
Yeah. I assume
Gotcha.
mine. I mean, I'll roll the check. But okay.
What is it with these fucking
Okay.
twos? Oh
Dude,
my
I don't know.
god.
Let's hope it's not that one. That's a 6.
Alright,
Another desk with writing on it, and this one actually appears to have like wax and a candle to melt it so that it can be used to seal documents, but no secrets here.
Damn.
me one no secrets here.
Um,
I'm so sad.
Okay. Shit. Do I split up or continue with Prince?
Split up or look
Uh-huh.
for-
Prince
We'll wait.
ducks across.
We'll wait to hear the guy next.
I was gonna go to...
Prince.
Okay, fine.
No, duck. Go now.
Oh, it's too late. I give up.
Too late. And he teleported. Oh.
Oh.
Alright. Rox Prince, do you guys convene?
No.
Are you still just
Splitting up
looking
and
at
searching these
individual
rooms?
rooms?
We're
We can
clearing this
barely-
floor out.
All right.
Alright.
In this...
To avoid any remaining hesitation, I'm gonna say that you guys begin to search every room on this floor. So,
I'm kind of figuring that this whole fucking floor is empty. But
yeah, I think it's probably just empty. Like...
I need you both to make one last investigation check, and this will determine any more findings.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Motherfucker. Oh my
Who's
god.
in the foot?
I'm thinking. You can't inspire investigation, right? We've concluded this.
I think you couldn't... I couldn't inspire my own investigation. I could inspire yours.
We also... It also would make noise, so let's just not.
That'll do,
19
though.
Plus...
We traded
Yeah,
places.
23 will do.
Alright. Rox, you go around from room to room alongside Prince, carefully managing to sidestep the little gnome man who appears to be patrolling the place. Although you did notice at some point that he caught on to the fact that there may have been someone else here, maybe through the scent of burnt hair. But all in all, he still seems to be pretty distracted. And on a second check through this place, you manage to find a stack of documents.
It was this place all along.
Aw, damn, I'm just dumb. Oh well.
I kind of
what's
guessed.
What's the stack?
You see of note, there's only 2 thick portfolios. Giving a quick search through the first one, you find that it is the appropriate document to rescind the Arieldan military.
Ooh, but what do its seals look like?
What do its seals look
Rox.
like?
Tightens the
has-
scope on his thing.
It has 4 seals. One from the mailing office, one from the Ministry of Defense, one from the Emperor, and one from Erlo Zekuto.
Oh, perfect. Exactly what we needed from Erlo Zekuto. All 4 seals right here. Wait a second. One from the Emperor, one from the mailing office, one from Zekuto. There's a bonus seal here.
That's one
Something's
too
up with this
many.
document.
Should you take it too?
I think we shouldn't. I think if a fake one is, that's a good
Leave
question.
it.
Actually, should we
Leave
just
it.
take?
Leave it.
Rox is going to nod his head and put it back. This is not the side of the party that argues. We need to make our way downstairs.
Yep.
All right.
Once we know that no man is passed.
You guys head downstairs.
As we're going down the stairs, be very careful making sure, like, looking out to see if anybody's on the floor below.
Yeah, we've still got like 20 minutes of invisibility, probably. Hopefully.
We can only hope, because I don't think we add...
At this point, I'd say you're about halfway done with it.
Okay.
That's what I figured. All right, yeah. Okay, but before, like, while we're in a safe space and can whisper to each other.
Okay. This is a building full of completely fake rooms, and the very first document we found is in fact a forgery. I guarantee you there is a hidden room somewhere in this building. I don't know if it's in the basement or the sides of the walls or what. My guess is probably the basement, but we're absolutely looking for something hidden.
Right. Alright,
Where the fuck is this that we went out to? It's just like
the-
a big hall?
The two stairways down lead to a big central foyer, with the stairs leading up to the third floor.
Oh, shit.
Stairs leading up to the third floor? Oh, we were on the third floor.
You were on the third floor, now you're on the first floor.
Okay, I say we make our way down and towards this left area, is where I'm currently most interested.
I was gonna say the same, so I'm okay with this course of action.
Alright.
Swag.
Prince and Roxanne, make another blanket intelligence check for the floor. So, again, important. Any buffs you want to get on before you make the check?
I'm gonna whisper some
Okay.
inspiration towards Rox, because I can't do it for myself. Words of encouragement or something.
When you or another, you can see, make an ability check or saving throw. You can use a reaction to add your intelligence modifier. Do I have to do that beforehand? Or can I use
No,
Flash of
reaction.
Genius? Okay, then yeah, I'll wait to say Flash of Genius. But yes, inspiration.
I think we
What
just
does
pile it
inspiration
on
give?
Rox's check. I don't know.
How does inspiration work again?
Oh, I just roll a
D8.
d8 and you add that to yours.
Okay. Alright, 17 so far.
17 so far, and that's gonna be another 7 for you.
Oh my god.
Alright.
24.
You guys both get down to the ends of the stairs before turning back and realizing the thing that sticks out to you the most glaringly obvious. The statue's eyes are following you as you move.
What?
No, we haven't been caught yet, and they're looking at us.
You're invisible and they're looking at you.
I'm gonna Arcana check those statues. And I'm gonna they're made of rock.
They are made of rock. Alright, sure. They'll be your PB. Your
My
prof
PB.
bone. Your proficiency bonus.
Prof bone.
6 plus 13.
13? You detect something magical about them, but you can't put your finger on what it is. They don't seem to be animated at the very least, since they are making direct eye contact with you, but don't seem to want to attack. So your other guesses are either some deterrent or... That's about it. Probably deterrent.
Motherfucker. Okay. Deterrent. Keep an eye on me. Deter.
How do you interact with the statue while you're performing your Arcana check?
I think Rox wouldn't touch it while doing the Arcana check, but upon finding nothing, then he'll move to kind of start, like, caressing the statue. Like, is there a switch or a button here or some shit?
Prince, you see as Roxanne disappears.
Just flat out disappears.
He's gone.
I know I was invisible before, but now I'm really invisible.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I'd kind of been operating on the assumption that you could see each other, but I don't think you can. So Prince, you hear strange
Oops.
teleportation noise.
Rox makes a noise.
Prince walks up to the statues themselves and is like, just kind of like looks over it real quick, lightly, like puts their hand on the base.
All right. Prince rocks. The environment
Motherfucker.
shifts around you. And you find yourself in a almost exact replica of the house you were just in. Maybe even the same house as far as you're concerned, but something is different. Something is very obviously different. You can feel a sort of otherworldly fog permeating through the air.
Oh dear.
Okay. We can't see each other, and I have to be aware of that fact now. I feel like, without being able to be seen, can Bumper detect Matt? Would Bumper be able to find Prince? I don't think
Can
so.
you see invisibility, or?
No. Oh.
Smell him.
Oh.
Once I know the room is clear, I would send Bumper out and have him leave the force of invisibility, because I could just have him do actual stealth checks, and he can be our little guiding light that proves I am here, and Prince can see Bumper, hopefully.
All right. Yep. Prince, you see Bumper sort of spontaneously appear and begin to crawl out onto the floor.
At this, Prince carefully makes their way over to follow Bumper.
Just pick Bumper up.
Picks
that's like
Bumper
the
up.
perfect cue. Okay, cool.
Scoop.
Sweet.
Scoop.
And
then we...
Bumper will just sit on your shoulder so you are marked, but he'll keep an eye out, and like if there is a guard, he'll fly up immediately and try and hang on the roof. Is like what I've kind of instilled in him. He's stealth mode. He knows what's up.
Alright, sick.
He was literally built for this shit. And we should probably go back to investigating.
Yeah.
What's up with this room now that we are in the dark world version of it?
All right. You walk in, right?
Check.
Yeah, sneak in.
Sound
Sneak in,
first.
let's say.
Sound first.
Oh, okay.
Within, you see a large, glowing red runic circle surrounded by 6 individual corpses, all various different levels of mummification have set in.
Wait,
And
what?
They're all attached to what appear to be sacrificial racks. And then at the
good
square
heavens.
center of the room is a huge
A huge what?
chest that appears to be locked.
God fuck.
A
God
chest.
fuck. Damn it. Okay, now are these runes inscribed into the ground like old caked blood or like active glowing mana?
They appear to be active glowing, but nothing is actually happening as far as you can tell.
That doesn't make me feel any better about it.
There's a chest over there. Do we want to take our chances?
I really don't. Rox is gonna say that, but still walk in.
I know the
Yes.
feeling, but okay, hold on. I gotta get.
We're gonna
I can't get both of them.
leave
at the same
Bumper.
time.
No, Bumper would move over to the statue and stand on here if he's allowed to, and just go back to lookout. Make sure no one enters this room, or if they are, he can like run for the door. I don't know.
Alright.
Bumper's on lookout.
Bumper's on lookout.
And while you guys walk in, could you guys get like a whiff of like, I don't know, like if it's the postcard thing again, it's like a whiff of the ocean and the breeze, and it's just Kyle relaxing by the beach of Greece, and he's like, "You guys found anything cool yet?" You're like, don't tell him about the chest. Don't tell him about the chest. He's gonna blow our heads up, as if they were phones.
Kyle, as you do, go ahead and I need you to roll me something as you're sending that.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
Something will happen if you get a 1 to a 5.
23.
Okay. All right, Kyle, guys, you get zip bombed another time. Kyle, artisanal welcome card.
Oh, what the fuck?
Have you found anything cool?
Have you found anything cool? And it's written in fucking like italicized. It's like somehow like cursive and impact font at the same time.
But it's
Yeah.
Kyle, not actually cursive.
Cursive impact font.
Yeah, it's doctor's writing, and then there's like a red lipstick kiss on the bottom right.
Yeah.
You just
wouldn't
like
be
shoot
able
it
to-
off. You're like, get the fuck out of my head. We're doing co-op right now. We're doing Black Op mission.
This is a strictly no funnies quest, okay? You take your distractions and keep them outside my district. Or in my shadow realm.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Once we get that message, Rox is gonna grab his head in pain and then continue.
Prince sort of thinks to themselves, like, well, if he needed a fucking cadaver. Shame he's not here with us now.
Check this. I want to Arcana check and check this chest for traps.
That would be
Um,
investigation.
Related to the service.
Okay.
I'll do an investigation on it, I think.
Yeah. Investigate. That
Investigate.
is 19.
That is 20 from me, I think. Yeah.
The chest doesn't appear to be trapped as far as you can tell. However, the mechanism does seem to be securely shut through some magical means, meaning unless you have a magical means to counter it, you're going to need a specific key or maybe a command word.
Fuck. Okay.
Let me go check my spells real quick.
Rox is gonna. He's gonna under his breath. He's gonna go. Froga.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
For your soul as it
Can
does
I use dispel magic?
You can try, yeah.
Okay. Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range, any level, any spell of 3rd level or lower. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, I see how this works now. You automatically end the spell. This looks like a spooky one. I'm gonna go ahead and, because I don't think I'm gonna need to do a ton of combat, I'm gonna cast this as a 4th level spell, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. If we can avoid searching around for the key, that'd be nice.
All right. It opens without a hitch. Click.
Okay.
Sick.
Rox is gonna slowly open this thing a la Pulp Fiction golden suitcase.
You see only inside the chest is a tiny little toy key, like the kind you'd put on a toy soldier's back.
A toy key?
Anything evil about it before I touch it? I want to Arcana check it. I don't trust a single fucking thing in this room. Rox is all of his hairs are on end.
Nothing evil within the key. However, as the skeletons around you begin to come to life, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
All sound like
see?
papyrus.
Are they all tied down?
With a skeleton crew. No, they burst out of the restraints.
Oh.
That's fucking
Nice. What?
cruel and unusual.
21.
I think a 20 from me. 20.
You guys can put them in initiative tracker.
Oh, right,
yeah,
that
I forgot we had
exists.
How long into this campaign are we?
57 sessions, baby. Longest Leo Arcturus.
Longest Leo Arcturus series ever.
Why am I S4? Oh well.
Feels in a pride.
I don't think you're S4.
Why are you S4?
I don't think you've
I don't know.
added yourself properly.
How did I? Oh.
There we go.
Actually, why am I doing this like this? Just here, hold on. Skeletons. The pistol here, man.
Negative 9,999.
He might.
I don't want to move ever.
These stupid motherfuckers might genuinely roll awful. Okay.
Please.
That's a solid 18. You know, skeletons, they got some speed to them. However, they're not very dexterous, so... Oh, never mind. They are actually dexterous. Never mind. They get a 20.
Shit.
However, they are still at the bottom of the initiative order. So, Roxanne and Prince, as these guys begin to charge you, what would you like to do?
Fucking run.
Awesome. No, I don't think we can run. I think this is a room with combat. At least that's Rox's perspective. Rox is... Wait. No fucking way. Hold on. Ah! just out of range, but we're actually in a spot where you could use this flamethrower without burning an entire forest down.
Oh,
This is like the first time he's had a good time to use the flamethrower ever. No, we'll move to shoot skeleton 4 in the face.
All right. Take a shot.
With my
Take a
ballistic
shot.
cannon.
Oh,
That is
God.
going to be a 15.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Awesome. 2d8.
Wait, what's it?
Bam. 6.
I thought I
6
was
points of
being so
damage. All right.
I thought I was
Takes
being
a
so
solid
crazy.
chunk out of it, making that skeleton look wimpy. In
Awesome.
fact, looking at it after it took a single hit from you that you didn't think would do that much, these things are not very strong.
That's good. I'm going to follow it up then by shooting it with my crossbow.
All right,
Crossbow.
go for it.
That's going to 9. Fuck.
Okay, 9 will not hit. You see as after taking the impact, the ballista just goes straight through its ribcage, not even making purchase.
Damn. I'm gonna move one step over here, and then I'm gonna pass to Bumper's turn and have Bumper start trying to make his way into the room. Is he allowed to? Is he able to make it through the door? Can he scamper under?
Yeah, he can scamper under it. I have note it did lock after you open the chest, but he can scamper under.
Okay, sweet. That was my main concern, was magic. Sweet. I can't have Bumper do anything, I think? Pretty sure I need to load 4 strike. Why didn't I open up Bumper's character sheet? Yeah, sweet. We'll pass.
All right.
Prince, good luck.
Prince, you're up.
Prince is going to step over here and cast Agonizer's Scorcher in a line across these 2 bottom skeletons. I don't think I have enough. It's a 30-foot range, so even if I got right next to the first one, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have
Still
enough
take
range to
2
hit
for
all
1.
3.
No, you would.
Fuck, then I will absolutely be going for all 3 of them at once. And this is a class thing, so I get, or it's part of the True Flame thing, so I think I get 3 a day without spell slots.
Sounds about right.
So, okay. That's gonna be a second. Yeah, so 3d8 fire damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one.
All right. Skeleton 1. What's your spell save?
15.
All right. So 1 succeeds, 2 fails, 3 succeeds.
Okay. Not
So
ticker.
3d8.
3d8.
Fire.
These are d8s, yes. Okay. 14.
Where did my marker go? That's fine. Skeleton 2 is just burst into a puff of flames. The other 2
yeah.
take a bit of damage.
Skeleton
but,
2!
I kind of want to save inspo for short rest.
Yeah,
for,
I think-
for like skill checks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna save it for now.
Yeah. Not to get cocky, because there is 1 skeleton in front of you, but I think we'll be fine not using it.
And I punch it as a bonus action. I don't think you can do that.
You
it
can
wouldn't do much.
shove
You've got kind of dookie strength, but you could try if you wanted to.
As a bonus action?
Shoulder check him.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah, sweep the leg out from under it. Just
Boy.
like push it, literally push it over.
Yeah. Strength check. Strength plus proficiency.
Strength proficiency?
Yeah.
Is that the proficiency bonus
Yeah.
3 thing? I don't usually.
Yes.
Okay. -1, 19.
You knock this thing over, like it full on skeleton mannequin from Target just fumbles over the bed and lands on its face. You deal 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Awesome.
job.
Yeah, take that, fucker.
I don't know why. I just wanted to fucking push it over.
You feel it do like you hear it do like the dry bone sound effect. It goes. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right. I took what, like 1, 2, 3, 4 movement over here, I think. We'll just sort of stay in this position then. I'll end my turn.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. Chill.
It's chill.
I'm gonna get you.
Got you.
You're talking a lot of shit for someone in shocking grasp range.
You're talking a lot.
They go full NPC mode and just take in like wild swings at your rocks, but they just bounce off your armor.
Rox puffs his chest out like, ha ha.
You fool.
I'll make you pay for what you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Prince, one of them attacks you with a sword. 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage as he just jams a blade into your side.
Fuck.
And you thought it was funny, didn't you?
A little bit.
Still is.
Alright, back to rocks.
Because it was so funny.
Reading a spell. Can I just throw Thunderwave at the ground? Wait, no, yeah, it's a cone. Yeah, that works out. I was just trying to figure out how to hit all 3 skeletons at once with Thunderwave. Because in I'm thinking Baldur's Gate rules where it's like specifically a 3x3 grid you pick in a direction or some shit. But yeah, I would like to Thunderwave all 3 of these skeletons and fucking blow them up.
Go ahead and is it a Constitution saving throw?
That's what I'm trying to read right now. Yes, Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
On failed save, take 2d8 and get pushed back 10 feet. On success, take half as much and don't get pushed.
6 succeeds, the other 2 fail.
Sweet. So that's 2d8. That is 7 damage.
Alright.
And I believe 6 will still take 3 and get pushed back 5 feet.
Really? Weird. Cool.
Half as much damage. Oh, isn't pushed, but they still take half as much damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Skeleton 4, you said take 7 damage?
Yes.
Alright, Skeleton 4 is also wiped off the map.
Thank God.
Oh, damn. How did I forget to do that? That's so unfortunate.
And then
I could have told you guys valuable information.
I will aim to shoot 5.
Go for it.
He could have. No. Shooting 5 with the ballistic cannon. It's going to be 16.
Alright. Roll for damage.
10. Ah!
I'm invincible! Ah!
Cuts to fucking end credits.
You can't beat me, Roxanne. I'm...
Alright, I'm gonna end my turn without moving, but I'm gonna have Bumper come up as far as he can. Which is 30 feet. He's gonna shoot off like a bullet forward and go. Comedically drift. And then I'll pass.
You know. Red drift. Alright. Prince.
Can I shoot off a another Agonizer's Scorcher such that it only hits 3 and 6?
It's fine.
Okay. Like just misses. Yeah, let's roll with that.
Barely singes Rox's arm hairs.
I've already lost the beard. I can lose the eyebrows.
You didn't lose the beard. Jesus. What am I, insane?
I would never do that to your beard.
I can't even imagine what Rox looks like with a chin.
Rox is gonna look like Mr. Clean by the end of this campaign, but only through like fucked up actions.
Mr.
Like,
Clean.
Biggest man of existence for Mr.
Yeah.
Clean.
Bad ending Rox looks like Mr. Clean. But like evil.
Prince, do your roll your damage. Fail. Fail.
Well, it's 3d8, yeah. Okay. 17.
Yeah, even if they had saved, they both just disintegrate into a little puff.
And then honestly, I'm gonna have like Prince whip around to the final skeleton with like a dagger, and it's like, just I don't know how much intelligence this fucker has, but I'm gonna try and intimidate it. Just like, you want to fuck around and find out?
I do not fear death.
Suit yourself.
Stupid skeleton.
I will.
Everyone else is
Ooh.
fucking dead.
Sorry to interrupt. What fucking track is this? This is insane.
It is from
Still
Rogue
Rogue
Legacy
Legacy.
2.
Jesus. Okay. What an OST.
If
Yeah,
I had
back to-
remembered the hellish rebuke after it attacked me the first time, we might have already been done.
You would have wasted a spell slot. It's fine.
It's a free class ability. I get a free
Oh,
one.
shit. Oh, well. I'll shoot him in the forehead for you.
There were genuinely almost 0 detriments.
It's 15 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me go check to be sure. Yeah.
I shall defeat you in a duel. Yeah. And he takes take another 3 points of damage.
Oh my
Alright,
God,
and
this
I'm
is
gonna
off
make...
topic.
Rox, would you
Fucking
mind if I
playing
just
that-
make good on my promise with the dagger?
Yes?
I'm actually, no, you can go if you want, just in case I, like, really fuck up the roll.
Tell you what, I'll have Bumper. I'll queue up a shocking grass through Bumper, and we'll tase the skeleton to death.
I'm so here for this move. Just like it thinks it's facing Prince, and then it gets decimated by a rat.
Just walks up on his foot. Yeah, if I'm allowed to do that, I will.
Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. I dig it.
Swag.
Shocking grasp. Uh-oh.
Okay, well,
How
that's
important is this?
not too important. I'm the one who casts the spell still, so it's an 11.
Unfortunately, but he just kicks the rat. Get away from me, tiny fiend!
Papa!
How dare you!
Well, now, if that was my turn, I dedicated because I had to skip straight to Bumpers.
Rats can't feel pain.
He can. I don't know why I made him that way. Guy who didn't think about it when he was giving the robot the ability to feel pain.
Oh wait. This is bad.
He can. It was by mistake.
Shit, you might not like that.
Alright,
Okay, Prince.
You try this guy.
Honestly, it'd be better to just hit it with my dagger or something.
Would you not stab him?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna stab him.
Alright,
I'm
roll
a
for stab.
Roll for stab. Watch me miss.
Sorry, were you gonna give a witty one-liner?
No. I gave my witty one-liner already. All that's left is to finish it off. 15.
Alright. Roll for damage. 1d4 plus 2.
Amazing. 5.
I will become one of the Einherjar! It just explodes.
Well, that was
That guy's gonna come back.
something.
I will become one of the. What was the guy's name?
It's the soldiers of Valhalla.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was a colossal
Alright.
waste of time.
Well, I wouldn't call it a complete waste of time. We got a children's toy key. He
Good
says,
lord, I suppose we need to hope we know where that goes.
Well, at least now we don't need to look for the key.
Indeed.
We are definitely no longer invisible.
Yeah, you attacked, so you lost invisibility pretty quick.
Alright, well, I suppose we are out of time for the session, but we should continue investigating. Or not out, but we're running out of time. Should continue
We've got the least
Yeah.
time of us.
If you guys are
Um,
fine to keep going, I'm down still.
I got like
And a
10
lot of
more
what
minutes.
is in the mansion is puzzles mainly, so
In that
there'll be less
case, I
combat
think
unless you want to get into a combat situation.
I got like I don't know, I'd like to be in bed in 20 minutes.
Okay, then in that case, let's go ahead and bring the session to a close as you begin to explore further into Luigi Mangione's haunted mansion. This has been the Empire's Gang. Leo, back to you.
Woo! All right.
After this week, we can have late night sessions again because I won't fucking open the next morning.
Oh,
my hours are gonna be different over the summer.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I did forget you were still in classes.
Yeah.
Well, after this week, we are all free officially.
Yeah, exactly. This is the last time we were stuck on this schedule. Then we can go back to. God, I fear how long these sessions will be with no time limit, but there won't be a time limit.
All right. Well, we will finish infiltrating this mansion next time.
Fucking, I just need to point out, this guy has he has an entire top floor of fake rooms, and the key is hidden in a fake dimension instead. I think. We don't even know. This could just be a different secret he's hiding.
I don't even know, man. that room was creepy as fuck, though.
Yeah, and I had skeletons we had to fight.
Like, not only, and we're out of invisibility. Like, I am now more worried about leaving this mansion than anything else.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the hard part.
Theoretically, we just get the scroll, and then when we exit, we're already right next to the front. Assuming it takes us back to where we entered via that statue, we're already right near the main entrance. We can just walk right back on out, sneak around the side, grab my rope, scale down the wall.
There's the guards, though. There's a private patrol of people.
True.
Walk through those streets.
But if we're fast and the timing's right, though, for now, we just have to survive this.
I guess we just hope we can see a gap in their patrols, like out the window or something like that. I don't know. Oh, hey, Azeweeb. Sorry, you showed up literally right at the end of the session. Like, we're wrapping up right now.
Man.
Well, all right.
I knew there'd be something with this mansion. Fuck.
I don't think I was quite expecting this. So, that being said, I had fun tonight, y'all. That Kyle did some iconic shit out as a distraction.
He's probably bowing right now.
On a stage somewhere, just like as he bows, like a guard flies over his head or something like that.
Yeah. Hoisted by the foot by a rope or some shit.
Straight slipped.
Just the most comical Looney Tunes distraction you've ever seen. I'm so glad we got to see that tonight. It was very good. All right. That being said, we will continue this next week with the rest of the mansion infiltration and the hopefully successful escape. We can only hope. But with that squared away, I guess I'll go over the stream schedule one more time, and then we will peace on out. So next time y'all will see from me is a Thursday for a Celeste stream. Strawberry Jam will be going back through Raindrops and Roses to get that freaking berry split up into 8 pieces. Oh my god. Friday we will be doing In Stars in Time. We're getting very close to the end there. Probably another 2 streams, I think, at this point. Is what CD said, and then we will be concluded with that. And then after that, the next time you all will see me is Sunday for more Persona. Sorry to skip that. We'll be back to a regular scheduled programming on Sunday. But I think that's all I have for you all at the moment. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. We had Azeweeb and CD, I think, was everyone tonight. But thank you all for dropping by and hanging out for a little while. And with that, we shall bid you all adieu and see you all next time. Ciao!
Bye, y'all.